They're all gonna know.
Alright, guys, quick mic check. Can you guys hear us on the stream, live stream,
Negative.
folks?
I kid. I hear everything.
You hear everything? Awesome. Thank you, KS Geek. Alright, welcome to Digicon 7, guys. For those of you who haven't been here, Digicon is a super fun interactive event happening across this weekend. It's a gamified interactive metaverse where you can run, jump, try out a bunch of different activities, from like chilling on beanbag chairs to roasting marshmallows. Definitely try all of that out. I know all of you guys who have been here before kind of know what I'm talking about, but there are a couple of new things that happen every event, as you guys know, as the platform that we use, GamerJive, sends out updates all the time, so we can improve every time for you guys. And thank you so much for joining us here, the first Digicon of the new year, 2022. So awesome to have all you guys here. I have my my co-host here, Pete from GamerJive. Say hello.
Hello, everyone. It's good to
Can you
be
guys
here.
hear him? Mic check.
Just setting the moon.
Awesome. Yay. Yay. Alright, awesome. I see people saying hi inside the space too.
Oh, it's so good to be here. Digicon's always one of the best times on GamerJive. I wish it was more frequent than just 2 months, Sarah. I'm gonna be
I know,
very honest.
right?
So in between these events, we were very sad, even though you were incredibly busy in doing all the magic things in the back end.
And we have magical avatars here inside the space. We have a couple Ulrich Stormbringer avatars from our previous events. Alright, I am 1 minute over my intro with you, Pete. Let's get started with the first event. If you guys haven't seen it already, the schedule is inside the space or the landing page of the event. You can view the schedule and check it out just like how you see that I have it over here. Awesome. Oh, Chaos Geek, you're here before us. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to get started with our very first thing. We're going to get our welcome message with Aggroed as per usual. So let's head on to the party room. If you guys get into the party room and it gets too crowded, don't worry about it. You can still follow us on the live stream on the right side of your page. Okay, ready, Pete?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Sir Snorfkins. Hey, what's up, Sir Snorfkin?
Awesome. Look at that. A lot of
Alright.
awesome people over here. Yay! Awesome. Look at Aggie right here.
Bust a move. Hello.
Busted moves, right? Alright. So we're going to get out of our private chat here so that we can be able to hear everybody. And we'll talk a little bit more. So leave the private chat. Alright, awesome. Hey guys, can you hear me? If you're following on the stream, you can probably hear me twice in here.
Yeah, I can hear you in here. Hello.
Hey, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. One of our OGs right here, Stever. Let's see if Aggie can hear us. Let me poke him. Can I poke him? Or can you poke him for me? We gotta get his attention. So there's a couple of new things that you can do in the space. You can poke people, you can give accessories, you can shake hands. It's really cool. Awesome. We're getting back
The
to
dance floor is filled up very quickly.
What is up,
Mr.
everyone? Hey,
Snowfkin.
Sir Snarfkin.
It looks like Aggie left the room, or he's reloading in.
Okay, he's doing a quick refresh. That's all good. We can dance with everybody over here.
All right, what else do we have to look forward to today, Sarah?
So we have like a lot of great stuff happening on our schedule today. For everybody who are just spawning in right now, the first thing we have on our itinerary is a welcome message from Aggie from Splinterlands. He's the co-founder. Right after that, we have Skyler Ramsey, CMO of Dojira. Then we have Jason Brink from Gala Games. And then Sir Snarfkin, who's also here on the dance floor from the Snarf Kingdom. After that, there's more time to explore, and definitely tune into the talks no matter where you are in the event using the top right third icon so that you can see us while you are exploring the space. Awesome. We see Skyler Ramsey here too. Alright, and I see Aggie. Let me ping him super quick. Let's see. He said he's breakdancing, but he can't hear anything. And the full page isn't loading. What's up with that? Oh, thank you for the handshake. Okay, let's see. Thank you for the waving, guys. I love all the emotes here. So as we're going through like a couple technical difficulties, fear not, our fearless leaders hanging in there. All right.
He's still dancing.
Yeah, he's dancing, but he can't hear anything. He's a good dancer. Yeah. Thank you, Crypto Dad. Everybody's turning up the dance floor over here.
Yeah, we can switch to Discord.
You want to switch to Discord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just switch to Discord.
All right. So those of you who are tuning in with us on the live stream, you'll be able to hear Aggie. If you are here on the dance floor, we're going to quickly switch over to Discord, and then just so we can have Aggie get through his talk, and then we can move on to the next one with Skyler.
This will be a cool place for a picture.
I know. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
if you guys
awesome.
are going to take a picture,
You can see Waffles
press
Kitty's
N
in
on your
here, Pete's in
keyboard.
here. What's going on, everybody? I don't know if I can. I can't. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
hello, how's it going?
Yeah,
Hi.
you're coming in great.
I'm live as well on Twitch, so it's good to see you all.
Yay.
Party is lit. Look at everybody dancing around.
I love it. Alright, awesome. So what I'm going to do here is just make sure
That
you
is
guys
so
tune in
sweet.
on the live stream. And we're going to have Aggie do his talk via Discord just because we want to get through, and there's just a little bit of like mic issues going on, okay?
Yeah, Egg Rolled will be coming on soon, I believe, as well. So we'll be able to tune into that. Yeah, grab that picture. Grab that picture.
Hello, hello.
Where do we
Hello.
get the
Hey there,
skins?
Blue is
I can hear you
boogieing
great.
down. Let's
Oh,
go.
the skin requests are coming in.
That's
hot.
so awesome.
So my
These
only
guys.
problem, I wish
Where
I
do we
could,
get the
let me show you my
skins?
screen, because my internet is going great, but my what you're seeing is my screen sort of like pausing there and freezing up.
Yeah.
my
Oh, I
goodness.
see that.
So yeah, this is a great
guess
place to
Ah,
take pictures, right?
interesting.
You know, and
Little
then like I
bit of
say, post about it.
dancing.
Talk that you
That's
boogie
the
down with
and then it
the
freezes.
entire community.
And I don't
Everyone
see
is
me-
here right
I-
now.
I don't know. This whole
Dancing
thing is going
around.
really
So that
funky
is
like this
super
today.
cool. Super cool.
So I don't need to belabor the point.
I'm definitely gonna get a screenshot.
It
of
might
this.
be a little bit bullish because there's so many people in here, but that's my experience right now.
Yeah, we can dive in after the talk and we can troubleshoot that and see what that is. I haven't seen that today.
Awesome. All right.
But yeah, let's jump into it.
All right. Let me make sure I have you muted on Gamer Drive P.
Yep, I'm muted in there.
All right, guys, we're going to get started with
So the skins,
Aggie.
I can kind of we'll go through that. I'm not sure where you get the Dr. Blight one
welcome
anymore.
speech, okay? All right, sorry guys, I'm going to mute you guys for just a second so that we can get this welcome message going through. Thanks, y'all. All right, Aggie, let's do like a quick mic check.
Hello, hello. This
Can
is
you guys hear
Aggro.
him?
Sounds good.
Awesome,
We're good?
awesome. All right, let me just double check on the live stream, see if everybody can still hear us.
Hey, y'all. Can you still hear us?
Hope everyone's not panicking.
Oh, awesome, KS Geek, thank you so much.
Crypto markets. People be selling, but me, I'm over here just skating right by.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, KS Geeks, for confirming. All right, so we have Jesse Rice Agro, one of the co-founders of Splinterlands. He's going to kick off Digicon 7 with a short message. And if you just turned in, just use the top right live icon so you can listen in wherever you are in the space. Take it away, Aggie.
Awesome. Do you have an amount of time you want me to take up or speak for? What's ideal?
Our next talk will be at 3, so you have until then.
Okay, I'm not taking 40 minutes. But hey, look, first off, let me just welcome everybody to Digicon. It's always awesome to be here, and it's getting bigger every time. This is really fun. I saw over 1,000 attendees for this thing. I think it's 1,100 or more when I logged in and signed in, and it's a sign that we keep growing and that people are interested in the space. I don't know if you know this, but crypto, NFTs, and gaming are like one of the hottest spaces in the entire world. And so it's an absolute pleasure to be able to try to bring all the people together and help and work together and collaborate. I think if there's one thing I'd want everybody to know just sort of about Splinterlands, about Digicon, and about what we're doing is just sort of the mission of the company and what we actually exist to do. I had some very simple instructions from my mom. It was make the world a better place than the one you found it. And so I spent maybe a decade looking for what are the biggest problems that I can identify in the world. And only after identifying the problems did I feel like maybe I could try to offer up solutions. Looking around, I found out that there was way too much war, there was way too much poverty, and the surveillance state was creepy as hell. And I started trying to think through what are the antidotes for these things? How do we make it better? And the combination that I found was peace, prosperity, and freedom. And so as I started looking around, trying to figure out like how do we attain those? I mean, if that's the antidote, how do you even make it? And it took me a number of years. I got exposed to cryptocurrency, and I didn't immediately follow it, but a little bit after I started, maybe 6 months after I started, it really started clicking with me of like, holy crap, I think this is the single most powerful tool for this I've ever found. And despite the fact that I'm a PhD chemist, I basically left every piece of professional training and my entire professional life behind and said, screw all that. We're going to go help with crypto. Because if we can connect easily by having mutual voluntary exchange of our business and our money and our economy, we will tend to be more peaceful. And it's a really simple idea that you just don't kill your customers, right? So like the more that we are intertwined, the better.
Right.
In terms of prosperity, these projects tend to just like emit money left and right. And so you see, in 10 years, we've created a $2 trillion industry as a group. Like, that's pretty impressive. That's a good 2 years worth of work, or good 10 years worth of work, I mean. So these projects can create so much prosperity. And lastly, the freedom that comes with you being able to make economic and First Amendment choices is just extraordinary. You know, my bank wanted to go make me wait 9 days before I could even touch the money I had just deposited. You know, they'll frequently put caps on like the amount of money I can wire. They just don't like it when you try to spend their money. They want it in their banks, they want it in their financial institutions, and it's theirs. I mean, not your keys, not your crypto. That actually applies to your bank. You know, when you put that money in, it's not yours, it's theirs, and they give you access. They let you have access, and the minute that they don't want to, they don't have to. So not your keys, not your fiat. So just keep that in mind, that you're not safe just working with the regular financial institutions. And so for all those reasons, I said, wow, crypto is the single greatest thing that could ever be created for peace, prosperity, and freedom. I'm going to devote my life to this. And then I said, you know, there's a problem with it though. You know, back when we started in 2018, there wasn't anything to do. You know, you could go to an exchange and you could trade cryptos, but that's not really like, that's not how you're going to get mainstream. I'm sure you can get billions of dollars in that way, but you're not going to get like mainstream adoption. And the whole point is to try to make it so that, you know, people on every part of the world and every economic group of every color, creed, religion, race, whatever, just that everybody has access to this thing. And when my partner and I were getting together and trying to figure this out, we said, you know, that if we want to make this change, we want everybody into crypto, the superhighway is going to be gaming. Mm-hmm. And so we really started getting into how do we build games that can attract people and bring them into cryptocurrencies. And we said, you know what, we got to focus on the community, we got to focus on the game mechanics, and we got to focus on the economy. And by working in those three kind of areas and putting our emphasis there, you know, we could really start building a game that's a lot of fun, that can attract a lot of people, and that can help build the space. And I think we've done a pretty good job of doing that, to go get as many people into this ecosystem as we can, to give them something to do, to be entertained, to start with nothing but username and password like it's Web 2.0, and then start playing and realizing all the benefits of asset ownership and programmable assets and rentable assets and all this stuff that this game is able to facilitate. And it's our hope that as we grow this, that our users will experience those benefits that aren't just specific to Splinterlands. I mean, they're specific to cryptocurrency. But what we like to do is make it so that all of those things are easily attainable. All of those things are sort of hidden like a Trojan horse into just this game, where you start and you play and you're just here for the game, but you stay for the life-altering crypto experience that includes this awesome economy, this awesome community, and a really fun game. So that's the big plan, to take over the world and get our digital assets and our digital ownership into the hands of everybody, and help them to experience the peace, prosperity, and freedom that comes with cryptocurrency adoption. And it's our hope that by you guys exploring with us and interacting with us and playing with us, that your lives will be better for having done it. And that's what we try to do every single day. Splinterlands is up to 100 people or so, and you know, we're all kind of aligned and working on these goals of how do we get as much value into the hands of our players as possible. Mm-hmm. And it starts with this philosophy that people are the value. And if we can build our games with all of that in mind, we'll have fun games. We'll have crypto hounds that know what they're doing, that have control, that have asset ownership, that experience these benefits, that they're in control. And this is how we have nice things. So I think that's all I really needed to say for this morning. I wanted to kick off and congratulate Waffles here for putting together yet another very successful Digicon. It's kind of like, it's breaking my screen a little bit, which is fun because like, oh, that's bullish. I know what that is. That's bullish. So cheers to Gamer Jive for providing such a wonderful space for us to do this. Cheers to the community for showing up and keep supporting the activities that we do. And you know, I got some other announcements and projects, and hopefully some future ways that you can interact with us in the not too distant future. And I look forward to talking about them, showcasing them, and potentially even playing them in the not too distant future. So it is with love and many blessings that I would say thank you. Have an extremely pleasant time here at Digicon. Thank you, Waffles. Thank you, Pete from Gamer Jibe. And let's go have a kick-ass time. Thanks, everybody.
All right, thank you so much, Aggie. This was awesome, and don't forget, guys, you can see the Spinnerlands booth in the welcome area to learn a little bit more about the hit blockchain trading card game. Inside the booth, you'll see links to the website, and also try clicking on that NPC so you can also see how you can get a snazzy Ulrich Stormbringer avatar skin. And sometime on the stream here, we will also release the code for Dr. Blight from the most recent Chaos Legion set. It's super successful, and thank you so much, Aggie, for your time coming out here. And just like a quick comment, I love what you said about how we are taking over the world. And I literally, it like hit a core memory in me watching like Pinky and the Brain when he's like, "What are we gonna do tonight?" And it's the same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Yeah, so that we can just leave everybody alone. It's like. And just let's make something awesome. Let's make it beautiful. Let's give everybody access, and then let's not intervene every 2 minutes. Let's not freak out if any little thing goes wrong. Let's just build something awesome and step back and let people experience it, and hopefully, but just over time, honestly, one of the goals of Splinterlands over time is to really try to make this the first completely decentralized game. So, we're starting with our governance token, but over time, we want to put more and more control in the hands of players and take less and less away, or have less and less for Splinterlands. We want it to be, we want to help the players by building the things that they want and really making this like as much their game as they can. And it's probably going to take us another couple of years to like fully get there, but man, every single day we're working to put this entire game, this thing that's generated $500 million in assets. We want to put the entire thing in the players' hands. And, go find me a Web 2.0 company that'll tell you that. None of them. They're all there to extract value out of you. You guys are a bunch of suckers and money bags and well, you fools, we will siphon as much wealth from you as possible. It's like some evil villain shit. So, what we want to do is put as much value into the hands of players, give you guys as much control, and literally hand this $500 million asset thing over to the players. Find me somebody else that's saying that.
Good stories that come your way, Aggie, and folks that found success through Splinterlands. Any notable ones recently?
I get a pretty steady stream. It's pretty funny. Every now and then I'll get, it's stuff like pictures of beds, and people will send me a picture of a bed and say, I'm not sleeping on the floor anymore. And I'll also get people that will send me like, hey, I'm a millionaire now because of Splinterlands. Thank you so much. You've changed my life, and please write some tax software. That won't land quite as well over the last couple of days because it's been such like a gruesome set of red candle days, but whatever, guys, just hodl through it, and we're all going to make it. We're all going to the same moon. And like, if you have to bet on fiat or crypto, all day, every day, I keep as little money in fiat as I can and keep as much into this whole ecosystem as I can. It's kind of a mess out there, and I'd rather be here.
Yeah. What about some regions of the world that have surprised you the most in terms of user base?
We're all over the place, right? Like I got folks in China and Germany and Japan. I got folks in the United States, and that's probably our biggest area. I mean, it's actually been pretty rewarding to go see folks from Venezuela. Like United States has put a bunch of sanctions on their country, so you can't do everything with Venezuela, but there's still plenty that you can do that's completely legal, and that includes these guys like playing and gaming with us. But that country's been super hard hit. So when I hear from Venezuelans that they're making more money playing Splinterlands than they are as doctors in their country, like that's astounding. It's terrible news for the country. I mean, it's pretty exciting for Splinterlands, like to be able to help and support that many people in that level. But that's absolutely terrifying. No nation should. Your doctors should earn more as doctors than they should playing a video game. I don't care what video game it is. That's just how it ought to be. But But I mean, if things are going to break, I'm glad that Splinterlands is there as like, a catcher's mitt or something to at least try to alleviate some of that challenge that their country's going through. that it's not just Splinterlands. I mean, again, that's cryptocurrency that we can act as a bridge of these economies that governments can set up whatever they want to go make it as hard on people as humanly possible, and we the people can kind of come together and work together and say, I'm not sure that we need that nonsense, and let's go help our fellow man.
Appreciate these insights.
I love it. And then also, people are wondering, Aggie, will you be just chilling around the Digicon space for a little bit? Maybe they'll find you and like take a selfie, or do you have like some time you'll be chiming in?
I'm having a real hard time in the server. I don't mean to poke at gamer jive, but something isn't like loading accurately for me. So I gotta check some tech settings or something. But
right, cool.
assuming I'm okay, I can at least I got a bunch of things I gotta do today. But maybe I can poke around for a little bit.
Perfect. Sounds good. Any last comments from either of you two?
No, I just really hope that people have a nice time, and they make some nice connections, and they find some products that they think are cool, and come play and earn with Splinterlands. We'd love to grow bigger.
Awesome. Thank you again.
Back to staking my SPS. Thanks for everything
Back
you do,
to staking
Aggie.
SPS.
Yeah, I'm stacking. I'm holding, and I'm loving it.
Thanks, boss.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, I have some own personal stories of my own of how much I've invested into Splinterlands and the returns that I've gotten on that, and I can just say it's been the greatest returns that I had from anywhere else in the DeFi world. So hands down, if anyone else is on the fence and wants to make the leap, get your spell book, play a few rounds. It'll make so much sense if you're figuring it out for the first time. If you love Magic the Gathering, you love Hearthstone, you just love trading card games in general, this is going to be top of your list easily.
Thanks, Pete.
Oh, of course.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again, Aggie. All you guys who just tuned in, that was Aggie, co-founder of Splinterlands. And Splinterlands is also the host and sponsor of Digicon. And it's my privilege to be working with the team to host these amazing events and talking to all these amazing people and just gathering the crypto community together just to have fun. Alright, awesome. Without further ado, Aggie, we'll let you go on your way. If we see you in the space, we'll say hi. It is 2:37 Eastern right now. Our next talk is at 3 with Skyler Ramsey from Dojira.
All right, take care. And I'm going to have someone from our platform team follow up with you and see if we can troubleshoot what the disconnect is. Perfect.
Thanks.
Perfect.
Talk
All
to you
right, see
soon.
you around, my friend. Cheers.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Alright, we're gonna pop back into the chat inside the space now, guys. Sorry for muting you guys. Alright, awesome. So like I said, we have like a lot of cool stuff happening today. So next up we'll have Dojira's talk at 3. And then can you guys hear me? And sorry. Can you guys hear me inside the space for Gamer Drive? You guys can hear me inside the chat, guys?
Yep. Loud and clear.
I love everybody's avatars. Alright, awesome. So like I was saying before, so we have Dojira at 3 p.m. Eastern, and next after that we have Gala Games, and then we have the Snarf Kingdom. I think, let's see, so we have some time before the next talk. Pete, what do you say we do a little bit? Let me see. We'll be in the Brave Room. Alright, awesome. Wow, we have a special announcement from Dojira in the Brave Room, so don't miss out on that, guys. Thank you so much, Skyler.
Ooh, yeah, got that echo. We got that Echo Garcia. Gotta plug in some headphones.
Alright.
Gotta plug in headphones.
There we go.
See you later, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah.
For the best possible experience on this platform, it's best to wear headphones just to avoid any echo that's going to happen over your speakers. I promise it'll be a much better experience, and we won't have to kick you. Oh, that's always fun. We gotta flex that more. Who else wants to be kicked? Who's next?
I know, right?
It's crazy Avocacci going nuts.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
but take it away,
so
Sarah.
a couple
What do you want?
people
What do you
were
want to do
asking
next?
about how do they get an avatar skin? How do they get some special like unlock codes for the space? So for
It's a great question.
yeah, for at least for Alec Stormer, you can get his avatar at the Splinterlands booth. Just check out the description given by the NPC, and you will have to manually enter the unlock code from the t-shirt icon on the left side of your screen. You can use that to customize your avatar here. So there's like a lot of cool things you can unlock. On the stream, you know what? I want to give some people a chance to get Dr. Blight, who have chimed in early and are kind of getting ready for our next talk here. Let me get you guys the code, and I'll put it both in the Twitch chat and in the chat over here. I'll actually put it in the announcement, so everybody who is inside Digicon right now, they'll see an announcement at the top left of their page, and they'll have the code. So let me pull up that code for you guys. And then also Pete from GamerJive, who is the platform that we're using here for Digicon. If you want to give any codes that the team will allow, feel free, or you guys can talk to anybody who is from the GamerJive team that chimes in here. They'll probably have something for you.
Everyone may have noticed there's some new features on the platform from last time. For anyone that's holding any of the accessories, if you click on other avatars within the space, you can start sharing those accessories with other users, poke them, get more information, shake their hands, send them emotes directly. We wanted the P2P engagement to increase. You also have access to connecting your MetaMask wallet as well. So if you're holding any of those Bored Apes, you got any of those PFPs that you want to rep, you can do that now within the space. And then we instantly added utility to those PFPs just by adding MetaMask and then allowing you to add that to your profile picture. You will know that if it's an authenticated PFP, because you'll see the Ethereum icon next to the picture. So if somebody's repping them, you'll know if it's authenticated or not. Just look for that icon. You'll know if they're faking the funk or if it's the real deal. We had our first Bored Ape in here a few weeks back, and that was really exciting to see. And we're looking forward to seeing more of that. There's also some new additions to the space. You probably saw the backdrop with all the sponsors. Go take those photos, those selfies. Just print screen, save it, share it on Twitter. There's also some other things I'm sure Sarah will share on the scavenger hunt on ways to earn some prizes for the duration of your time here. But I'm going to I'll pass it back to Sarah. I'm going to let you take the lead. Tell me where to go next.
Okay, awesome. I did want to kind of like check out. Well, we didn't spend too much time in the welcome room, but let's teleport back into the welcome room and kind of do a little bit of like exploring before we get to the brave room with. Thanks, Watcher. Brave room with Dojira with Skyler Ramsey. All right, so I'll peace out. You guys here on the dance floor. Keep doing what you're doing. Great to have you all here. And follow along with us on the live stream. Alright, let me invite Pete to this. Alright, Pete, can you hear me?
All right, we're in. Oh, yes.
Okay, cool. Let's teleport to the welcome room, and we'll kind of go through all the things you can see from there. Okay.
Perfect. See you there.
Instance 1.
I went to 0.
Oh shoot.
Gotcha.
Oh, at least you can still hear me, which is nice.
There's a spot left. You can get in here.
Instance 0.
Yeah.
All right. I feel bad for Steve. I just left him behind.
He'll understand. The show must continue.
Alright, it says I am loading in. Also, you guys, so I think, let's see, if you're on Pacific time, this stream is happening from 11 to 2 p.m. Pacific. Eastern is 2 to 5 p.m. and UTC 6 to 9 p.m. Thank you again, guys, for chiming in. We plan to give at least 6 NFTs from Splinter Talk IO referencing the Chaos Legion lore from Splinterland, so keep watching. We'll kind of run a giveaway here. I'm still loading, Pete.
Come back.
Come back.
Maybe I'll go into instance 1. Here, I'll meet you there.
Okay, let me try. Let me go back. Stever, I should have never left you there. Let me. There's like 6 people.
We go to the swag booth, yeah?
Alright, if I can. I might have to refresh. I'll refresh and I'll meet you in the swag booth.
Okay. See you there.
Alright, refreshing. Oh yeah, we didn't pick it up in the party room last time. But if you go to the party room, you can pick up drinks. Oh my gosh, you guys saw me real quick. I don't look extremely presentable. Okay, let's see. Oh, I found Pete. Oh, he found me.
Yeah.
Yay! Alright, you want to meet in the swag booth? There's a lot of really cool things. Let's just check this out.
Okay.
Over here. And normally there is only one link at the swag booth. Usually it's just the swag sign up link. But I also included a link to our website so you can learn more about Digicon, some tips and tricks so you can have fun in your time here. And then Metaforce is actually running their running swag, and they have a separate sign up form, so you have to use that because they are allowing you to have multiple entries for the swag that they're offering. So be sure to click on that. And of course we have the swag sign up form. Oh, one of the things I wanted to direct you guys to, when you guys are inside the space, be sure to check out the video that we made. It's really cool. I'm not gonna release how much time I spent on this. But it's definitely worth watching to kind of like know how to enjoy your time here around the space, and kind of like a preview of what you can do here. Hopefully this can help out. Oh, you watched it? Thanks, Chaos Geek. Love it. Love to see it. Yeah, I wanted to create something to kind of hype you guys up for the event, and also to see how to use it. So there's like a couple like notes here and there, so you guys can figure out like where to go. Much like how we are doing this stream here. So when we were doing the live stream the last couple of times, we've been like collecting a lot of like video footage, and thanks to Pete too. He has an amazing computer setup compared to mine. And like the high quality videos that he's able to capture is amazing, and I want to use that for future things for you guys. For those of you who are also covering the space or want to write about us, I have a couple of things on our website to provide you like a brand kit and stuff like that. So if you want to write about us, awesome. Let us know, and we'll also, if you guys haven't checked out the website, we are also doing a recap, or starting to do a recap of every single Digicon to give you the lowdown on everything, about each event. So that's a lot of really cool stuff there. And yeah, the photo booth is a new thing. So this, on the video that you see here, the community lounge is a brand new thing that we've added on there. Be sure to check that out. You'll be able to see it to the left of the photo booth, and to the right of the patio. Let's check out the swag, guys. Also, from the swag booth, you can also see who is talking today. So we just saw Aggie. Then next, in about 10 minutes, we'll be chatting with Skyler Ramsey from Dojira. Then after that, we got Jason, Brink, Gala Games, Snarf from Snarf Kingdom. And you'll be able to see the schedule there. So let's go quickly through all of the stuff that we have from our sponsors. And thank you so much, to everybody who has participated as a sponsor for the swag booth. Always great to provide value back to the guests for this free event. It's a very unique experience, and yeah, let's get right to it. And Pete, let me know if you're also seeing the live stream with me. You can kind of see what I'm looking at.
Yes.
So right now we're looking at Polypixels. So they do unique blockchain advertising. They're offering some swag, actually only to Digicon sponsors, but this is like a great thing for everybody to know about in general. After that, we have our iconic crypto monkeys. They always send out NFT airdrop to everybody who signs up for the swag booth. Then we have the Adventurers Guild. They're giving out beta passes. I'm pretty sure, yeah, to everybody. So just make sure you follow the criteria there. And then Pete, stop me wherever you want to make a comment. And then
I will.
Yeah.
I will, Sarah. I'm gonna stop you right now. I'm gonna stop you now,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say that someone's trying to shake my hands, and this is an endless battle of me wanting to shake all these hands. Oh, Steve,
I
Stever,
feel like you
82.
just shook your hand in
I
front
love
of
you,
me.
buddy. Thank you.
There you
Thank
go.
you. I appreciate that. All right, carry on.
Yay. All right. Cool. So, and also, I don't know if you guys remember, those of us who have been at the previous Digicons, in the feedback form, I wrote a blog about how people are asking about who they want to see at the next Digicon, and one of them was Warsaken, and it's here. You know what? I almost couldn't believe it. They actually reached out via Atomic Hub. Super happy having Atomic Hub taking over a whole expo hall here. And they brought in Warsaken for you guys, so I'm very happy that they're here and also providing. Yes, oh, you're the one of the ones that recommended them. Thank you, Chaos Geek. So yeah, they're giving out a bunch of NFTs and another 100 for people who join their Discord. So they'll probably in the second swag form that gets sent out, they'll probably ask for your Discord ID. So awesome. Yeah, thank you for recommending them too. And next up, we have Exoda. Exoda's been with us for a couple of Digicons. They're giving out 9 starters. So be sure to check them out. They're on the Hive blockchain. I'm just going to quickly go through because we only have like 7 minutes. Next, we have Metaphors Comics. So they have a lot of rare NFTs and promotions going on. They actually have a link for you guys so you can have multiple entries. And then just to check out a lot more of their stuff. So be sure to check them out. And here we have Mammoth Mythics. Super cool group of people. They're giving out some packs for them. And they're also participating in the NFT auction, guys. Like whole gigantic set, like more than just these like Mammoth packs. There's like stickers. There's a bunch of other cool stuff. So be sure to check them out. In order to get this swag, you'll have to do a little bit more. It's a challenge. Take a selfie at their booth and then post it to Twitter. So be sure to check out the criteria for that. And then much awaited, there's we were talking about how today is January 22, 2022. So I kind of just I talked to Splinterlands team and we're like, can we have 20 20 20 like 20 Splinterlands spell books, 20 vouchers, and 20 Chaos Legion packs? And Chatter was like, you know what, let's do it. And so I'm super happy to be giving these out, being able to give out lucky winners to these things. So super happy about that. I don't think we've given out spell books before, but we have given out vouchers, and then we also have people giving out Chaos Legion packs.
One
So-
quick comment on the spell books. You need that in order to play ranked and to really level up your account in Splinterland. So if you don't have one, that's a huge one you want to get after,
Yes.
because that effectively allows your monetization to take place.
Yes,
as
getting that
you
spell book
rank up,
unlocks like
yep.
the full force of play to earn on Splinterlands.
Get those dark
Definitely
energy
agree.
crystals. Yeah, there's lots of benefits to getting your spell books, guys.
Yep. And then next, so that's the end of our swag. Oh, see, look at that. We have this little notification to join Skyler soon. In about 5 minutes, we'll have the AMA with Skyler Ramsey. So be sure to check them out. They're in the Brave Expo Hall. If you're inside Digicon right now, you can meet up with them there. Just wanted to quickly talk about achievement badges that you can earn at Digicon. So this is kind of like a tradition with us. So we have some exclusive NFTs every Digicon to give to you guys on the Hive blockchain. So we have biggest fish, highest guess, star collector, and best dance moves. Just check it out, see if you can win, and we'll reach out to you, ask for your Hive wallet, and you will be able to see that in your collection on splintertalk.io. Another activity for you guys here is the scavenger hunt. So you can also win an exclusive NFT badge here. And for the previous achievement badges, there's only one of these available for everybody to win. But for the scavenger hunt, everybody who completes the challenge listed here and posts it correctly with the instructions, they will be able to get an exclusive NFT. And also, I will be giving out a art commission from yours truly. I'm into digital art a lot now, and I want to be able to do more. So this is a great incentive for me too. So it's win-win. And that's the end of the swag booth. Do you want to kind of like get in early with into the Brave Room, Pete, so that we can kind of do a quick mic check with Skyler?
I'm already there.
Already head.
Might it up.
Oh,
Not
instant
really
zero
there.
is full. All right, let me ping Skyler. I think he wants to meet in the.
Skyler, come to us if
Or
you
we
can,
come,
my friend.
well, last time he kicked out a couple of people for me. Bless.
Bless. Brave room. Ooh, how full. Might be easier for him to come here.
Yep, I am sending him. Let's check real quick here. There are, I think, almost 200 plus people here in the space.
There's been well over 1,000 just since Friday.
Yeah, and at every
it's
time
huge.
zone,
That's
it's across
huge
the
for
map.
everyone.
It's pretty amazing. You know, we have people in the U.S., people in South Africa. We have people in the U.K. And we have people just everywhere chiming in, almost pretty much at every hour. Doesn't matter what time, there will be people here in the space. I'm still loading in, Pete, so I will probably have to refresh and I'll meet you in the instance one for the Brave Room, maybe.
See you there?
Alright. Thank you guys also for your patience. Alright, we're loading back in. Alright. Get over here. Alright, I see Pete. Hi, Pete. Oh, wait. Private chat. Alright, hello.
Welcome back.
Alright, I am pinging Skyler so we can get ready for that right now. And Twitter is blowing up for me. I don't know if it is for you too. Now let me see if there is room that opens up there, because I think this happened last time. So Dojira also had a another event. If you looked at the schedule, they had a blockchain gaming NFT panel yesterday. Super successful, full house again. So that was like super awesome to follow along. Oh, it is full. Let me tell him. Give me an accessory. Sure. What is it? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the water. If you guys haven't seen, you can give people accessories here. So thank you so much. And also thank you for reminding me to drink water. Alright, so Skyler said he's telling some people to leave now, so I'll see if some room opens. And then we can go into Instance 0 and then talk with them.
Sounds good.
Alright, he said join now, please. Alright, I am trying to load in. I'm kind of stuck at loading.
Yes. We're in.
Why does it hate me today of all days? I was never like this. I think we have so many people here, which is also a great thing. That we're like kind of getting the system overloaded, which is pretty amazing actually.
Yes. We're here to break this. That is the goal.
Yes, sir. And thank you all you guys for your patience. It's too popular. Alright, thank you, mate. Alright, let me do a quick refresh and then I'll join back in. I'll teleport right now. I'll do it. Also, I don't know if you guys saw last time when I was given an accessory, or you know how you can give accessories in this space. They gave me water. And I'm like, you know what? That's great. Reminding people to drink water is good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I found Pete. Oh, he's here. Yay! Success.
Waffles, Pete.
I'm here. I love guys.
You guys
Dun,
there?
dun, dun.
Sweet.
Alright, awesome. And we are sorry about being a couple minutes late, but you guys are way too popular. Skyler?
Man, how many instances do we got filled up? Let me see here.
We have almost 2, so that's like almost
Working
70
on the
people.
second.
Dang. All right, no worries. We got quite a bit of people watching the live stream as well, waiting for that special announcement. I wonder what it will be. I wonder what they're going to hear.
Hype, hype,
Yeah,
hype.
I wonder. I don't know. I wouldn't know.
You don't even know. How would you know? All right,
They'll
awesome.
never
So
know.
I guess without further ado, love to introduce you guys to Skyler Ramsey, CMO of Dojira. Lots of great things happening with this amazing game company that has now switched to the Polygon Matic network. Special announcement, as I said, coming soon. I'll also make an announcement in this space so that you can join us on the live stream. You can take it away, Skyler.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure everything is set up here. All right, yeah, so thank you for having me. For everybody that doesn't know what Dojira is or what we do, we are a blockchain gaming studio, gaming ecosystem, and IDO NFT launchpad. We take games that are already in development, games that have not been developed yet, or games that are fully developed and out on the market, and we integrate blockchain tech depending on the needs of the project, indie developer, indie developers, studio, or what have you. And of course, like I said previously, we're a gaming studio, so we make our own games as well. Oh, sorry about that. Heard the announcement. I'm going to turn that off there. So that is what Dojira is in short. We do have the links up here if you do want to look through white paper, main website, our Dojira finance website, which includes staking, LP, and an up-and-coming NFT farm. And of course, we have the link tree right there. So if you want to look through all our links, it includes Twitter, Redwave, Instagram, and a plethora of other links that I wouldn't be able to name off just off the top of my head right now. If you look at the little video slideshow screen there that we have up on our booth, it's a little teaser imagery of something that we're working on. Now, yes, the announcement, well, half of it. If you want to know the full announcement, you're going to have to stay till the end of the AMA. The first part of the announcement is that our game devs are doing a presentation on the first Dojira game. Now, it's that game we're talking about. The one with that's almost like a cross between Tamagotchi, Fall Guys, and Animal Crossing. A very, very tiny sneak peek is on that video. If you want to find out when, where, and everything else about, again, when and where that presentation is going to be, that will be at the very end of this announcement. That's going to include GIFs of the game, video of the game. Does it include gameplay? I don't know. You're going to have to attend and find out. Also, pretty much about the title of the game as well as everything about it. So we can go ahead and start the AMA off. Pete, Waffles, if you guys want to ask questions or if you want to leave it up to the Twitch audience, leave it up to the crowd, anything is fine.
No, let's just begin with this. What if you were not working in the DeFi world? What's your second love? What I have a feeling you're a closet outdoorsman.
Yes, not closet, more. I mean, if you look at the picture, I'm in the woods. so it would be something similar to that. And for all of you guys that are looking for jobs that love the outdoors, look up ArcGIS. They offer jobs. It's pretty easy to get into.
Awesome.
But that would be one of my many backup plans. Very easy to get into out in the woods. And it's a lot about data. I do like information. I do like data analytics. So that would be the marrying of the two jobs of things that I enjoy. So there you go.
I like that. That's a great pro tip. Because, and I was just kind of taking a stab in the dark. I actually had no idea that you had a love for the outdoors, and I think that should be a human default, right? I feel like
I would have to say it should be.
I really, as much as I love being in the connected world, we would certainly have to balance all of that, and I guess that's just my PSA for the day. Is don't forget to get some sunlight, put your feet in the grass, go breathe in that fresh air, come back and play some more games.
Someone's Right. It's like you spent too much time grinding and getting good at this. Go away. Someone's questioning what ArcGIS is. Pretty much, it's satellite imagery. It shows it in different I wouldn't be able to explain in detail, so forgive me on this. It's been a while, but pretty much it shows you like different levels of thermal activity that you can switch between, and it constantly takes like almost Google Maps type pictures, but you can change between the thermal levels. And so you'd be able to tell if there was a large amount of vegetation grown in one area over a certain period of time, what other types of like geological incidents have happened over a certain period of time. You'd be able to identify like what types of rock is in a certain area versus other places, and a bunch of other information that is just offered via a program that you sign up with and everything. So without going too much into detail and going off into a tangent, yes, that is what that is for someone that was curious. But yes, touch some grass.
Awesome. And then
So,
just real quick, thank
another
you,
question.
Jabs,
What do you guys
for
got for
reading
me?
with a party of
The
15.
community. I mean, I do like the whole presentation mode of this is what we got. Here's a bunch of slideshows and everything. But I do like to get the community involved. I want to know what people have to ask and what you guys are curious about. So
Brilliant. 100%. I guess I'll jump in there. I know with the announcement, I guess on that topic, is there any expected release dates, or is this really just a sizzle kind of getting everyone salivating for those upcoming release dates?
well, I can't say anything right now.
Okay.
But I will say
Alright.
there's a special announcement during the presentation that the game devs are doing. What will that announcement be? I don't know. You're going to have to attend and find out. And you're going to have to wait till the end of this AMA to find out the date of that presentation. So
Brilliant.
sit tight. Exactly. It's a lot of like, this is what's going to happen, but overall game presentation by the game devs of the game that they have been working on. So.
Well, yes, and I do love these, I can't say moments, right? Like I love building hype, and I think that you know, when the time comes, we're super excited to learn more. I will definitely watch this video, and I guess this will kind of work into the next question. I like to get kind of personal on this one, for those who are kind of new to this journey and kind of, you know, the DeFi 101, blockchain 101. What's some of that advice that you wish you had received when you were first starting out, you know, understanding the space and making your first, you know, I want to call them investments, but I let's call them strategic positions within the crypto world?
Balance out your portfolio. Make sure there's percentages allotted to different things that you want to do. So, for example, and this is a made up number that I'm just pulling randomly out of the air, 10% goes into what people would classify as degen buying. And then about, I don't know, 50% would go into more stable, I guess you could say, things like Ethereum or Bitcoin. And then other percentages would be allotted in different ways, like LP or single staking or NFTs or other investments that are outside of crypto. But definitely get a number that works for you, an investment, a risk level that works for you, and then go from there when it just comes into speculating. And when it comes into like researching and such, don't just research what the project is about, but research who the people are on the project. Normally, undoxed teams are what you want to avoid. And if at all possible, like there's still some products out there that have undoxed teams, as well as look at the community, see the general, I guess you could call it vibe or energy, for lack of a better term, that's over there. Interactions, I guess, or organic interactions too. Stick around for a little bit and then go ahead and get into it, rather than just, picking something that just recently got listed on Uniswap or something like that.
Yeah, that's super good advice. Shifting gears, starting to look forward a bit. Are there any projects that are out there that have got you excited that you maybe like to work with, or that you're able to share?
I mean, really anything gaming related. Of course, there's stuff that I can't share that I have in my back pocket, but just in general, in a vague sense, any gaming project really, because in my eyes, what a metaverse is an interconnected way that you can change over items that you have earned in a game, rather than in a virtual network where you throw a VR headset on. Personally, maybe that's just because I don't like VR headsets. It's something I wouldn't want to wear the entire time.
It's a bit clunky. Yeah, it's
exactly.
a bit clunky.
I mean, that's my personal opinion. But getting involved with really any gaming projects and talking how we can collab is something I'm always interested in. I mean, it could really be as simple as like we both create an NFT in the image of another person's character or mascot, to working on an Easter egg in a game, or working on just collabing in some other way that extends past that. But we're always looking at possible partnerships, possible collaborations that deal with GameFi or just games.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I know that there's these questions can always it appears as people aren't getting the answers that they want, but this is what it takes in order to develop these projects. And you've got to keep some things in your pocket, because you don't want to get ahead of yourselves. And
Exactly.
I'm a firm believer in faking it till you make it, with various degrees, and feel like that's how a lot of us got to where we're at today. We just had a drive and a desire to move forward, and we can only share what we know tangibly has had those firm handshakes, and it's clear understanding of what the goals are, and that value alignment and mission, which is great, which is why I love these events. Are there any events on the radar, or anything coming up in the future that you'll be attending, maybe IRL, representing Dojira?
So when it comes to in real life attendance, I don't want it to just be something that like, hey, come look at our token. Like, I want it to be like, look at the products that we have. And funny enough, the things that we already have out, which consists of a staking platform with single-sided staking, LP staking, and future NFT farm, as well as we made a contract that links up with Chainlink VRF that's able to be deployed with anybody's NFT. So if you have artist friends or game companies want to come to us and they want verifiable randomness and a contract that doesn't have holes in it, like I've seen a lot of them with NFT projects, sadly, a whale mints out every single thing. If you want an NFT contract that doesn't have that, then you can come to us. And that's one of the, I guess, it's one of the products that we offer, as well as the staking farm. Funny enough, we don't really include that as something that is our main thing, our product. That's just something like, hey, we know the community wants this, and we know when people jump in, they're going to want this type of staking and interaction with a supporting arm of our gaming ecosystem. So we made it. When we have a game out and we can get the entire team to jump into a convention, then we would be more willing to go to real life conventions, so I can say, hey, I'm gonna go play this game, look how cool it is. Or if the game is up and coming and it's like, we have this release date, hey, here's this demo, here's this teaser, here's what Dojira is about. But we're never going to be, yes, we believe in the project, but we're never going to say, come buy our token, it's going to go to the moon, or any of this other stuff. I mean, frankly, if you want to get into it, then get into it. If you want to play the game and do have the play to earn aspect of it, or earn NFTs or use NFTs in the games that we create, then do that too. But I mean, we can be hype, but we're not going to be hype about, you have to buy this, you have to hold this. Like, no, man. I mean, like, take it out when you want to, when you can, when it's responsible for yourself. Buy it if you want to, sell it if you want to. I mean, we'd obviously suggest not selling it all in one go, because not only will you get less over time as there's price impacts when it comes to markets, but also just, I mean, in general, taking things out slowly is always the best option, in my opinion. Whenever I see people take things out extremely fast, they jump into something else. And they're like, oh, they're trying to time it. They're like, oh, if I get out of this is going to rise in one day or a week, and then I can jump back into this. And they're like, making this whole plan, and then they just get absolutely wrecked. And it's sad to see, but it does happen quite frequently. But yeah, when we have a game out, when we have all this fun stuff out, then you'll see us at real life events. When it comes to more virtual ones, we're trying to get into Denver and possibly CGC. And also with the next Mage Spire event, and whenever PolyCon comes up, and of course the next Digicon, whenever that is. But, we're always wanting to attend these just to have a presence, let people know what other new stuff we got. But yeah, those are the things that we'd be attending in the future, near future or far.
Excellent. Yeah, we've got some members of our team as well on the Gamer Drive team that'll be at ETH Denver coming up in February. That's a big one. That is the biggest and longest running Ethereum hackathon. Prize money last year was $250,000, and we were supporting the virtual castle, and we'll be doing that again this year, but they're going live in person this year. And it's super exciting to see the momentum that's built from, having a gap year and being exclusively online, and now going back in person. They had a massive wait list on folks that wanted to get in. Despite, whatever the markets are doing right now, I think there was somewhere around a 14 to 15% market cap, reduction. Things are going to contract, guys. For those of you that are see these moments and start to panic, I look at it as an opportunity to just get in on those tokens that you've always wanted to, just place a little bit more, get a nice small position into it and hold. I'm holding for days. So while everyone else is panicking, I'm just kind of skating through.
Just chilling there.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying the ride. It's not going anywhere. The technology's here to stay. And I think there's some serious implication on the positive spectrum in terms of what will happen on the fiat side and the global banks, etc., and geopolitical positions.
I'm what's your take? I'm perma bullish on the market. On a quick note with ETH Denver, I think that would be pretty cool to get Owen speaking on there. He has a lot to offer. He's our lead developer on with Dojira. He's worked with Dogecoin and Digibyte back in 2013, 2014, doing the original developmental stuff with that. Worked as a lead SDK tech, I guess you could call it, with Zendesk. He's worked with people like Rovio, which made Angry Birds, and has a wealth of information when it comes to game development, Solidity, other type of back-end and front-end code. When it comes to the market, I'm perma bullish. I mean, crypto's going somewhere, whether it be the tech with that we integrate with games, or really anybody integrates with games, or it just be the actual, in my opinion, purpose of crypto, which is to be a decentralized ledger, to be decentralized currency. I'm perma bullish on it. I know there's going to be more user adoption. We have a lot of retail go into it at this time, and they're totally fine with the market right now. They're not, they're not exiting. You don't see Adidas and Gucci and, a bunch of other names that I wouldn't be able to name off right now that have gotten into the market right before it dipped down, and they're just chilling with it. And same as us, I would say.
Yeah, this just means there's more room for people to come in and play. And if they thought, and if they thought that this was the first time where the markets have made these shifts, it's going to continue to happen. And these nascent markets, because they're so young, that's inevitably what's going to happen. Kind of shifting away from the market conversation and more into what's been some of the growth strategies, either internally in the team, tech side, anything that you can share on?
Yeah, it's really just been, the strategy has been to focus on games first. We took over this project from some Solidity developers that wanted to see what DeFi could offer them in a contract that was V1. And then the entire team was pretty much gutted out and was replaced with the people that you see now. We hired on some more people. The contract was signed over to us. We launched a V2, so nobody else had, access to it, even though it was signed over to us. The V1 was. So we launched V2, which was around September. That's pretty much marked the start of our development with Dojira as it is known today. And we really wanted to focus just on games. And the token was there, of course. If people want to speculate on it, cool, do your thing. Obviously, there's going to be in our opinion, there's a good amount of, there's a lot of possibility with this token. There's a lot of potential, rather, with this token, with this project. And so we kept the token, and we're just focusing on the game aspect of it and what blockchain can offer games, rather than, how we can gamify the blockchain. Like, we see a lot of smart contracts that just have a cool little UI going around it. It's like, we're more like, you can play a game and there's features of blockchain in it. Like, is there NFT skins? Is there a game ecosystem that consists of a cryptocurrency or a currency that is within the game that can translate then over to a cryptocurrency, through usage of smart contracts and other means? Or would the game just be used as a decentralized storage through like data and for like the data of the game or whatever, right? So like, we will focus more on gaining players for the game, and of course also benefits for the token holders. Like I said, single staking, LP, NFT farms, etc. That will benefit the token holders as well as other things which we cannot release right now. And our main focus is gaming, and then what the blockchain can offer that. So that's kind of the developmental strategy.
All right, that's a great answer. You always give such thoughtful responses to these, so I really appreciate you for that. So Skyler, with the whole growth and idea of the metaverse, I watched a video last night where Asmongold, if anyone's not familiar with Asmongold, he's a big WoW streamer, has recently kind of shifted into Final Fantasy and just has a lot of strong opinions just about, like what's happening in the Blizzard world. And, he's now spending less and less time playing World of Warcraft, but he has these views on the metaverse that I thought were unique, and that the player base from WoW are not asking for a metaverse, but yet we see Microsoft come in and make that acquisition. What was that? Was there any signals that you kind of were clued into with that acquisition of Microsoft coming in and saying, hey, we want a piece of this, or maybe Microsoft wants to come in and make some corrections? Microsoft's not known to take a project and start dramatically changing it. And
I mean, but when it comes to companies buying out other ones, for me, it's I'm not quite sure, to be honest. It looked like it was a good company acquisition. They have a lot of studios, they have a lot of games, they have a lot of products going on, and it's been kind of not exactly in the best light as of recent. And so it's kind of like a management shift. Everybody sees Activision, they see Blizzard, they see the stuff that surrounds it, for lack of a better term, because I can't, pick it out of my brain right now of what that is. But, you've seen all the stuff on the news about Activision and Blizzard, right? All the issues that they've had with their management team. And so Microsoft sweeping in when the stock is potentially lower, not just because of, again, I'm not sure exactly if stocks would make an acquisition of a company more expensive or less expensive, but that's what I'm assuming it would be. That the answer would be, it correlates somewhat to it. But it was smart on their decision, because they have a lot of stuff, and then immediately it's transferred over to a company that is more well known when it comes to metaverse and other things like that. Facebook isn't exactly in the best limelight. And so Microsoft has the best position to capitalize on that. and I could see them potentially, we can make the links, but I can't necessarily say it will happen, but we can make the links that there's a potential that Microsoft might get involved within metaverse aspects by acquiring Activision in this time that we see Facebook failing, in the time that we see Activision in a bad boat, but with a lot of good assets. Microsoft's already a gaming company in a way. So there's a potential that you might be able to see an Xbox console next with a metaverse option, or like with a VR attached, or other things like that because of their latest acquisition. So I would say it's a good signal overall. And people should really look at more of the long-term things, the longer play of what people do, and like, okay, well, why exactly did they get it? Because I would see just that entire acquisition as, yes, bullish, but at the same time, I don't want to necessarily say that it is simply because of all the things that surround. Like, it's pretty much like me. Waffle shared the picture the other day, the Sunny in Philadelphia guy. It's pretty much like me with crazy hair looking at the back of a wall with a bunch of different leads plastered everywhere saying, well, this equals that, just going crazy over a potential like a hypothesis or theory or whatever, right? But yeah, I guess that's my take on it.
Yeah, it's just really interesting how quickly everything moves.
Right.
I didn't anticipate, what was going to happen there. I'm not sure very many people did, but it was. I always love to see where the direction may go when they talk about metaverse, and they do it very vaguely, which makes me think they don't really know what direction they want to take it in. And and I think that's okay. We don't necessarily all have to have it figured out. I mean, a lot of what's going to be developed in Web3 is still being defined.
Exactly.
So maybe let's level set on the Web3 side from your perspective. What are some of the more important aspects of Web3 that you think would be, the more important ones for, I guess, with the existing infrastructure? Because I know we had a talk yesterday about defining a true liberated sovereign kind of internet connection that needs to take place in order to really amplify what happens in the decentralized, kind of mindset and the values that are there. So I guess really my question is, what are those aspects of Web3 that you think are super important for, not only helping you as an organization, but, as an added benefit to the end user?
Decentralization overall and independence, really. And sometimes people will see independence as something that sucks because you have to learn new things. But decentralization and independence, to put it short, to put it a little bit more long, decentralization is important, not just because there is less of a chance of failure as there's decentralized points. It's not just a central point that can fail, but I guess you could say it puts more power in the hands of the people overall. And when it comes to independence, I mean, that's just important overall. Like, you should know how to go into real life stuff. You should know how to cook. Yes, even if at the most smallest level, you should know how to grocery shop. You should know how to do your taxes. You should know how to think critically, etc. And of course, there's services provided to us because I don't want to do my taxes. But, if you had to, you could, right? And so when it comes to Web3, I think keeping it to where we have it, where it's like you have a MetaMask, you have an account, that is extremely important, in my opinion, to make sure people are in charge. They are their own personal bank. I heard Agrod was actually saying from Splinterlands, he was talking about how it's not your keys, not your fiat. I mean, it's exactly how banks work. Do you really think that they have billions and billions on hand? No, they don't. They have withdrawal limits for a reason. They have all of these percentages that you can't spend, that you can't do this with, you can't do this with, etc. At some points, it's seen as, yes, a lockup of your account for safety reasons, but that is important. Yes. However, it's still an issue that you can't withdraw everything. at certain times, right? Like if you wanted to with MetaMask, you could withdraw. There's people withdrawing like millions and millions. Like it's their own personal bank. I think that's important to have in a Web3 environment, is decentralization and independence. And it's also helping with blockchain games. I mean, the main idea of blockchain games is owning the assets, or owning the NFTs, if you want to call them assets or don't want to call them that. It's owning that because you spent time to get that, pretty much.
Yes. Yeah. And then having that legacy, a stark contrast from all the time that we played. So I grew up, I mentioned World of Warcraft earlier. I played a ton of that. I grew up as an old OG Warcraft 3 player. And, Dota 2 or Dota All-Stars came along, and, I spent hours, getting involved in those pre-competition stages before it became an esport, and back in the StarCraft days. And look what I absolutely have nothing to show for it except for some hours accumulated in game, and maybe an account that I will never be able to monetize myself, or unless the game developers themselves remove those blockers or add some incentivizations for account value to be maintained, and it just isn't there. With that shift in play to earn, and generations younger generations coming up and realizing slowly that they want to put their time and energy where they're going to get a trade, a one-to-one trade of their time and their investment into these games. What does that mean for you? How exciting is that? What was that aha moment for you?
Well, I don't really think I had an aha moment. Alcy had a comment on here. I'll share that real quick, and then I'll jump on over to what you were saying. Alcy is saying decentralization is great. I get it in theory. I just feel it's more difficult to bring people into the centralized gaming sphere than something like WoW. It'd be difficult to promote a project enough to draw people in sometimes. And that's actually what we want to that's one of the things that we want to solve, is user accessibility. It's eliminating the barriers that normal gamers have to enter into this space, and making blockchain tech more of just tech, as opposed to just something that is like, oh, what's blockchain tech? It's Bitcoin. It's like, okay, but what is it? Like what can we do that's more than just cryptocurrency? What things can we use in a game to improve it, or to include blockchain tech into it for the people that want to use it, but still have the ability to easily opt out, or that be the natural response to playing a game, is to opt out of anything blockchain related. But we want to eliminate those barriers. We want to make it to where people can just find the game easily, pick up the game, play it, actually enjoy it, and have this little thing like, oh, by the way, you have this if you ever want to use it. You have these NFTs. You have this cryptocurrency. Oh, you don't want to? Okay, that's fine. It'll just be sitting here, So it's like it allows people to get introduced into the game, and then there's just that potential. If they want to learn more, then they can. If they want to, I guess you could say, improve their user experience or something. World of Warcraft and RuneScape are part of what gave me a love for trade markets. It's true in Elder Scrolls Online. It's true in Steam, but more of a direct like payment type. You're trading gloves and skins and other things. And there was even like little mini markets made for that outside of the Steam marketplace, like websites and such. You always see them as advertisements if you're playing the game, or if you're looking up Counter-Strike Go and such. And so what if there was just a marketplace that was either in the game or just connected all other games, and that you would be able to trade those NFTs, which could be the skins or the guns or the worlds or the characters, etc. And it doesn't even have to be any of those either. Again, blockchain tech is flexible. It doesn't have to be anything. It can just be whatever makes sense. And that's what we're trying to do, is find something that makes sense for games. That is my opinion on all that.
Yeah, that was great. And if anyone else has any other questions, feel free to jump them in chat, drop them in there. Skyler, I'm glad that you're picking up on those. We'll stop at any time if anyone has a question that they want to share with Skyler.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to do it on Twitch. Yeah. Feel free to do it here in the Gamer Drive platform, or if you want to unmute your mic and then just talk, feel free to ask. I don't mind. We still have that announcement coming up. I'm going to say we'll do it in about 10 minutes or so to give it a little bit of that buffer time and everything.
All right, excellent. We do have a few more minutes before we need to jump over
Yep.
for the next talk with Jason Brink over at Gala Games. So maybe we can take.
Oh, we can actually do that announcement right now. Then I'm looking at the schedule, 3:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, how would I make that announcement now? And then if you guys got questions, you can go ahead and let me know. That announcement. So to repeat, and actually one that we had this morning. There is a little qualifier on the MEXC centralized exchange, and we have the potential, and I can't speculate on that, but I have seen previous projects pretty much list there if they get this announcement, but we might be on the MEXC centralized exchange. So, and that will be very soon. You can look it up on there on our Dojira official Twitter if you guys want to look at that. And now this announcement. So the game presentation by the Unity devs that we have on board, a sneak peek of that, of course, is on that video or slideshow on our booth if you want to look at it. Just a quick few little, GIFs or videos of that. It's going to happen on the 28th of January. They will have an announcement as well during that time. It will be in our Discord, and it will be at 10 p.m. UTC, otherwise known as 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you join our Discord, make sure you join our Telegram, our Twitter, etc. That is where the game presentation will be. That is when, and it will consist of what the game is. It will have, possibly, it might have gameplay from the game. I don't know. You're going to have to find out and see. And then, of course, an announcement made by them. What will the announcement be? I wonder what follows a game presentation. Anyways, that is all I have for now. Please join our socials, follow us, let me know if you got any questions. And I know you guys got to get over to Jason Brinks with Gala Games, so have fun with that. And everybody for Twitch, on Twitch, thank you for watching. Everybody here at the Gamer Jive booth, thank you for attending. We'll still be here until about 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, whenever the Gamer Jive platform ends it. And we'll just be here to answer whatever questions you guys got. Thank you for attending.
Thanks for hosting.
Thank you so much, Skyler. All right, Pete, we gotta hop off. But definitely check out the links at the Dojira booth, especially the last link where you can basically click on all their links. Follow them on everything. They're really big. I think you guys just recently added to Quick Swap too, right? So there's definitely a lot of ways that your team is making it easy to get into the GameFi space too, and to earn more Dojira.
Yeah, I mean, we're available on Ethereum, we're available on Polygon, both of those networks. We're available on Uniswap, Whitebit, QuickSwap, ApeSwap, Polycat, etc. So
Awesome. Thank you again, Skyler. All right, let's go, Pete. All right, guys. Yay. Hi, guys. You guys are live on stream.
Greetings and salutations,
Jason!
everyone. Hello. How are you?
It's Jason Brink. It's Jason Brink.
That
Everyone's
is
favorite
me.
Gala guy.
Want to know about that?
I just totally made up that song.
It's a good song. It's a good song. I did like it. I do have to say.
I wasn't sure if I was what I was pulling from, where my inspiration was on that beat, but if it put some smiles out there, then that's all that matters. But we're glad that you're here, Jason. Always a pleasure. I feel like you do such a good job being the face, and being one of the many faces right behind all the hard work that's going in. Yeah, and you guys are growing in so many aspects. But before we begin, let me pause because I know Sarah would like to kick things off. Sarah,
I got
it's your
distracted
show, my
because
friend.
somebody just gave me this goose or a duck.
That is distracting.
But you know what? The most distracting thing, was when I was gonna like put you up on the schedule. I remember last time it said CMO of Gala Games, but when I looked at your LinkedIn, I was like,
Oh,
wait a minute, is this your D&D name? And then Carrie told me about this, and I was like, this is so cool. Did you do this for all your team members?
This is for everybody. Yeah. So one of the things that we've decided to do is we've decided that corporate titles are bullshit, because corporate titles are incredibly bullshit, and they're essentially very dehumanizing. I mean, when was the last time that you had an experience with human resources in which you felt like an actual human being, right? And it just strips away all of the humanity. So what we decided to do is to, rather than do that, to go with who we really are, which is, of course, D&D characters, and use that instead. So we don't really have a rigid tiered hierarchy sort of thing. It's more a, who are you, what do you do, what do you contribute, and then just kind of go from there as a starting point.
Sarah, come back to us. Are you still here? So how you want to do this? We could do this kind of informally. Always love a conversation.
We'll do it very informally, I think. So I'll give it a couple minutes and wait for a few more people to roll in here, and then I'm just going to kind of open it up. Is this being streamed anywhere by any chance? Do you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Awesome.
It's being streamed. Yeah, I think it's being restreamed to a few locations, but primarily on Twitch.
Perfect. Then one of you guys in Gala Gold, can you serve up that Twitch link, because I have no idea what it is, so that those who are there can hang out if they're not able to, be here to listen.
Yeah, we'll get you that link in.
There you go.
I have a question. If we wanted to jump in on that with oh man, being in Vegas, and I was able to follow some of your tweets along the way. What a fantastic event that took place there. I managed to capture a couple clips of some items that were shared online. Nice. Obviously, traveling is always an interesting time this part of year with just the COVID shenanigans and things like that. But what were your bigger takeaways from the event? I know you have a big love for community, but
for me it really boiled down to that entire event was for community. It's very easy to set up a conference with PowerPoints and things like that. I don't want to say it's very easy. It's still a pain in the ass, but we wanted to do something that was better than that. We wanted to do something that was more awesome and that really, really showed everybody that we're here to help create something awesome, and that it's not good enough just to do a normal thing. We have to do something that's extra, and everything that we do always falls into that extra category. And so sort of with that in mind, that was where that event came from. And if you thought that was insane, just wait until the next one.
I appreciate that answer. All right, I'm gonna just throw the next one at you. This collectible card game that just made its announcement. That partnership it's brought a game. Is it ready to go? Is it time to play, or is this just going to be a little bit of a wait?
It's not ready to go, but it's also not like it's significantly beyond idea phase, and it's into the building and testing phase. So it's not going to be a thing that's released next week. It's also not going to be a thing that's released in 2025.
That's fair.
So it's really cool though, and I've absolutely loved sort of the journey to get it to where it is. I mean, I don't know if any of you recall in the Gala Gold chat when I dropped some of the initial goblin artwork for what I was thinking for originally, and we ended up at the beginning we were looking at calling it Loki, but then we ended up sort of moving away from that into another direction, and it is what it is now, and we're very delighted with it.
That's super glad. I'm so glad and so happy for you guys. You continue to have these, these developers that step up and they are ready in your eyes, to make the leap and get into a strategic position with Gala Games. I feel like that's a dream come true.
Yeah,
with a lot of these up and coming DeFi,
developers
orgs
want
play
in
to
the
earn.
space. Developers want to get in the space and they want to jump in and experience things, but it's difficult and it's scary to approach it just from this idea of like, okay, let's just take this a game that we're working on and fling blockchain at it. And this is where we play a very important role, because we're able to bring our experience and help developers, who have, fully, large teams experienced making, great product, and give them that introduction to blockchain that they really need to, see the success at the end of the day. And so that's what we do. And I love it.
I love talking with you because you're, the genuine enthusiasm that you have. I feel like it's always there, despite, you're raising the young one. Obviously, you and your wife, right, and having a small one, right. That's the priority, right.
It has to be the priority. It's got to be family first, man. Family first.
Doing the whole family thing and the professional life and blending all these things together.
I was
Where
the other.
Did they get to go to Vegas with you?
No, they did not. They did not.
That's fine.
Well, I mean, it's difficult because she doesn't have her passport yet. Only 6 months old. So, I think that's supposed to be coming, but they get very, very picky if you start trying to move babies across international borders without documentation.
Well, I'm glad for that.
Yes, I am very glad for that as well. So, she'll probably be coming to some future events, but not anything immediately coming up here. But
so does she have a gamer tag yet?
She does not have a gamer tag, but cool thing, and this pissed my wife off to no end. We had 3 toys that we were offering her. Okay, like, what do you want to play with today? And there was a little like chewy tiger thing. There was some chewy necklace thing, and then there was a chewy Nintendo controller. And she chose the Nintendo controller. And my wife is like, no, that's unacceptable. And she went and she moved it around, like reordered them, and then she chose the Nintendo controller again. And she did it one more time.
Have you seen that as an actual tradition, especially like in Asian countries? They like lay out on a mat, right? Like a bunch of items, and it kind of like tells where you're gonna go in life with that.
Yeah,
like
which is the one that you're going to go for. Yeah. So it's definitely a thing, and she's gonna be a little gamer, so that makes me very happy.
Oh yeah, and Nick, he said anyone got a referral code for Gala Games, and he's gonna make his account right now.
I'm sure somebody can do that.
Somebody
but
jump
you
on
don't
that,
actually
or
need
if you click on the eye icon on the right side, we have a Gala Games referral code from Digicon.
There you go. So yeah, that's that. But I just wanted to, I know we don't have a ton of time here, and I know that today is, I think Stever said something a minute ago about, made the mistake of looking at his portfolio. As everything is in like full on, like insane bloodbath meltdown, one of those situations, like everything's down massive percentages. And I don't talk about, generally speaking, I don't talk about token prices of anything for anything. And this is meant very much to be a general comment on the state of crypto in general. Okay. There's 2 ways to look at this that I see. If you believe that what the blockchain industry is doing is fundamentally changing the world and is going to continue changing the world, then this is just a little tiny bump in the road. Okay. Everybody here is in super early. This is a little tiny bump in the road, and everyone will keep building and making awesome stuff, and we will push past this, and we will see a reversal. Or you believe that blockchain is a fad and is going to collapse and disappear, and we're all going to go back to doing things the way that we used to, where you have to send money around via Swift, and it's a pain in the ass, and you have to go to the bank to do things, and you don't actually get to control your own future. If you believe that that is what's going to happen, then well, maybe you're in the wrong place. You probably shouldn't be here. But I see that there's two possible futures, and I know which one I think is going to happen. So when I look at all of these different prices, I see the entire market red, right? I see ETH down to levels that, it hasn't been at for a long time. Same with BTC. I just look at this as an opportunity for new people to enter into the space, and there will be tons of new people who come into the space. And so don't let it get you down. Don't get depressed. Just know that there's more awesome stuff coming. This industry is going to continue to grow, continue to evolve, and it's going to be fantastic in the long run. And, the more you focus, the more you keep building, the more you create awesome things, and the more you help out the people around you, the better things are going to be in the long run. So don't even worry about it. But anyway, now back to Gala stuff. Does anyone have any questions? I'm going to hang out here for another half hour or so.
Any other questions? If anyone has any questions, please put that in the chat. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we're just going to continue to roll. Oh, you do have one from Barabonk. Is there anything you can share with us about the upcoming Gala chain? How is the progress on the development? And do you plan to have it audited to ensure security?
Wow, a three-parter.
Three-part question. I will begin with the, do you plan to have it audited to ensure security? Absolutely, man. Like, there's no way that we would do something like this without submitting it to rigorous and insane audits. That's very, very important. I can share progress, yes, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap that into your first two questions I'm going to put together. Yeah, we are currently in the testing phase with Gala Chain. We actually have a vertical slice of a game that none of you have seen that is being used specifically to test right now, just to see how many transactions we can throw at it. It is a very, very transaction heavy little vertical slice of a game, and you guys will be able to see it. It is simple. It is a simple game. It is not a super big complex thing, but it's specifically being used for testing. I think that at some point in time in the fairly near future, that is going to be made available to the community so that everyone can jump in and try to break it with us. Does that answer your question?
It's a damn good answer.
There's a lot going on, man. It's everything is progressing so wonderfully right now. I'm delighted to be here and be part of it.
We have a Townstar question.
Seems like it's a venture capitalist game. No, it's not. It's not.
No?
It's a simple game. You guys will see. Anyway, Townstar question. What was that?
Oh, the Townstar question. We'll repost it again from Stever82. Is Townstar getting any closer to any of the cool stuff hinted, like bigger maps, etc.?
Yes, there is some cool stuff that is coming for that. I don't know about the bigger maps, but that's definitely something that I would like. Townstar has a nice team, and it's constantly growing. So I think you'll be seeing more cool stuff there within the relatively near future.
Well, what's our time check, Waffles? How are we doing on time? Because I want to play a game.
Oh, you want to
With
play
Jason.
a game?
I want to play a game.
We
Yeah.
have
Play
2
a
minutes.
game.
Oh, we have 2 minutes. Okay. All right, Jason. Last thing.
Okay.
I want to play a game called Two Truths and a Lie. You tell us 3 things. One of them has to be a lie, and we're gonna have everyone in here
Okay.
guess which one of them is a lie.
Okay.
So feel free to take a minute while you do that. I do have a giveaway of a unique avatar code for whoever gets this right. You will get the Space Marmot from ETH Denver. By the way, are you going to ETH Denver?
I probably won't be. We have so much other stuff coming, man.
That's
like,
fair.
Like
That's fair.
it's ridiculous.
I know you guys are so busy. Busy over there, and that's good. That's a good sign.
Yeah, you have no idea. Okay, two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie.
Yes.
I will go with
Ooh,
this is a lot of interesting. Well, it's just so like the problem with my life is so much of it seems insane. So,
Yeah.
like for example, here's one of the 3 things.
Okay.
I have to do this because if I make all these things too specific, it's going to be weird, right? I was once mugged at gunpoint in Izmir, Turkey when I was 13.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Mugged at gunpoint in Izmir, Turkey.
Second one is going to be I spent 6 months in my mid-teens in Venice learning to sing.
Wow.
Okay.
And
in Venice learning to sing. Okay, we've got 2.
And one of the hold on. Let's go with one of the most interesting experiences I had was no, I'm gonna back that one up a little bit. One more. God, I need something that's cool.
Everything
Being
is
awkward
cool.
and cringe is also
Okay.
cool, Jason.
Okay. When I got married, I had 2 deputy prime ministers at my wedding.
All right, which one?
Nick,
Just
right
go ahead
away.
and start
That
spamming
was a
chat.
lie.
Nick's calling that as a lie. Nick, you think that one's a lie? All right, we're gonna close it in 5 seconds, and we're gonna see what the votes are, and then I've got a Space Marmot, and then Jason can choose the winner if he sees some right answers come through. But you have to tell us which one is a lie. Number 1, 2, or 3.
Of course. It's
Which
fun
one?
watching the guesses here.
The first. We have people think the gunpoint. Okay. Couple more seconds. I'm sure Jason can sing, but that's a lie.
What?
Mello said gunpoint lie. He was in a different city in Turkey.
No, it was actually Izmir. Sorry.
Now we're having requests for singing. We'll save karaoke night for another time.
Yeah, no, we'll do. Well, next time I'll actually participate in karaoke. You can ask Haley.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
I do a mean rendition of "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
Oh my god.
After like way too much soju. So yes, the correct answer is that number 2 is a lie.
Bum, bum, bum.
I have never trained for singing whatsoever.
I believed it. The way
Really?
that you kind of shared that.
Which one did you think it was going to be?
I thought it was a gunpoint.
No, gunpoint totally happened. One of very fascinating experience. But okay, so am I supposed to pick somebody? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah. Was there somebody in here that
I have no
that got it
idea.
right?
Can I scroll? Does this let me scroll? Oh, it does let me scroll, kind of.
Kinda.
No, maybe.
Oh,
Good lord.
I don't think it has everything.
Okay.
You can just pick anybody.
I have no idea. I will let you guys pick somebody because
Excellent.
I'm not good at that. But
All right, I'm just gonna give it to everybody. How's that sound? Is
that
everyone's
sounds
gonna
great.
get a space marmot?
You should
Ooh, there's
give
gonna
them
be so
space
many
marmots.
of them.
Perfect.
It's gonna be a lot of space marmots. Okay. All right. So let me get that code ready, and Sarah, I'm gonna let you take over from here. If you want to say
Okay.
some parting words, or Jason, any
No,
in the
I'm just
final
gonna hang
closing
out and chat
thoughts.
with people for a little bit.
Awesome. So Jason's gonna stick around. All right. Let me get that code, and Sarah, it's all you.
All right. So while you guys are trying out the awesome experience that Digicon has to offer, we have like a bunch of new things in the space. If you haven't already explored around or haven't seen Twitter explode, one other thing, Jason, do you want to let everybody know where to reach you, where to find Gala Games, get the
Sure.
updates on the newest stuff?
The absolute best place to find information on Gala Games is in our Discord at galagames.chat. Caveat there, the best place is in the Gala Gold channel, which you need to be a member of Gala Gold to get to. But it's awesome. I'm actually there right now as well. And if you can find me on Twitter at BitbenderBrink, and I do answer DMs if you have any questions, so feel free to pop off with that.
Awesome. Well, did you see that?
Easy
So
enough.
Pete put that code in.
All right, the Space Marmot code is out there. Space Marmot 1934. Open up your avatar customizer and type in that passcode. You will have your own Space Marmot, which looks like more like a potato inside of a little incubator. So you get a little potato baby.
Here you go.
And
Everyone needs a
enjoy
potato baby.
his little sporks, his little spork for controllers there to fly around. Not everyone. This is an ultra rare avatar, by the way, guys, and courtesy of our friends over at Denver. You can thank them for that one.
Nice.
But
Love it.
always a pleasure, Jason. It's always fun to talk with you. The energy that you bring into this, it helps us just confirm that, you and everyone else that shares in the Gala Games vision, you guys are on the right path, and we're so happy to see you grow.
We're all moving together, man. I'm seeing more space marmots.
Is carrying a goose.
Yeah, here they come.
Space marmots. I love it. This is going to be very marmoty here in just a second.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, so Nick is asking, where do we redeem it? Where are all these marmots coming from?
Oh, you gotta open up the avatar customizer, look for the T-shirt. It's in the user interface all the way to the left, just below the settings icon. Open that up and then click the yellow button that says unlock. Type in Space Marmot 1934, all one word. It's not case sensitive. You can just throw that in there and you get yourself your Space Marmot. Plus, I also think we have a horn and a mug that we built a while back for you, Jason. I need to get you those codes so that way you have.
Please, I would love to be able to have my my horn and mug. I am now a Space Marmot. So
yes, we gotta. I want to make sure that the
chaos.
Bitbenders in.
This is
so many space marmots.
Yeah. What do you call it?
So many space marmots.
This is
needs
chaotic
to be
good,
tweeted.
right?
yeah, tweet that out. Make sure you tag each Denver on that one. They're super excited for the virtual castle to come back online.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I will tag them.
Yeah, there's so many exciting things that are becoming in February. Meanwhile, all right, I'm gonna stop gabbing. Sarah, you go ahead and take us. Where are we gonna go next?
We're going to, you know what? Also in this same room, but we're gonna go to instance 1 to talk to Sir Snarfkin with the Snarf Kingdom because Gala is freaking full right now. So we're gonna open up into the second instance.
All
go
right,
for it,
you
guys.
Have fun here with Jason, guys. Jason, thanks again.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Have a great day, guys. I'm
Thanks.
going to post.
All right. Let's go, guys. Sir Snarfkin. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Nice.
Yay,
Is the
awesome.
sound alright?
We're raiding your booth right now, so.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Snarfkin, we're glad to be here, mate. Thanks for waiting.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. And if you guys are just joining in, this is we're going to have this talk with the founder of the Snarf Kingdom, Sir Snarfkin himself. Visit snarfkingdom.com for content about blockchain, NFTs, dApps, more tutorials. Like, I've learned so much from reading his stuff, so, and the team's so great, so I will let Sir Snarfkin take it away whenever you're ready. We are live here on Splinterlands Official on Twitch and YouTube and some other places, so be able to check that out, as well as on the space itself. On the right side, click on that the live stream link, and you will be able to view the live stream wherever you are in the event without missing out on anything, whether you're in this instance or not. Thank you for the spam, Arrow. Arrowcos is clapping like crazy. And Luthien, thank you for sending me coffee. I definitely need it. Somebody else earlier today gifted me water, and I'm like, wow, I love this.
Gotta stay hydrated.
They gave you a cup of water.
Yeah,
Nice.
and now I have coffee.
Wow, guys. Somebody go grab me something from the bar. I'll take a smoothie, please. Oh, no, a matcha green tea latte.
Oh, I love matcha. Alright, sorry, Sir Snarfkin. Take it away.
No worries, no worries. Always good to stay hydrated.
Yes.
100%.
All right. Yeah, I'll just jump into it. First, just want to say thanks both to you, Waffles and Pete. Thanks for everybody from the Gamer Jibe team for organizing Digicon, and also thanks to the other speakers. It's been really nice listening to what everyone has to say, and a lot of interesting things this time around. And I feel like there's new information every Digicon, so that's really nice. Yeah, and I'll try to make it slightly interactive. I'm not sure how that will work with everyone in these Space Marmot costumes, but I thought about, there's a raise hand function. So I thought about saying, okay, raise your hand if you've been involved with NFTs for over 2 years.
Oh, I put my hand back down.
2 years. 2 years. I'm in.
Ryan
I graduated.
And
All right, and then maybe raise your hand if you've been involved with NFTs within the last year, let's say.
yes, that's me. Finally, I can participate. Oh, nice one, Arrow. 2 years for you.
And maybe those of you can also raise your hands if you've been involved within the last like 6 months or so.
Yep, we have Lucky Toast.
Yeah.
We have Doogie.
Yeah, so as you can see, I mean, a lot of people are definitely very new to the space. I mean, we all are. But I just want to highlight that because what I'm going to talk to you guys about today, I'm just going to talk briefly about what I see as the potential of NFTs, and also talk briefly about our project that we're building with the Snarf Kingdom. So yeah, you know, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of us have been relatively new to this space. But just to tell you a bit about myself, I've been involved with blockchain for more than 5 years now, just a bit over 5 years. And I kind of got into NFTs in a bit of a funny way, also probably similar to most of you, you know, just hearing about it. But I've been involved with NFTs and blockchain content for about a bit over 1.5 years now. And I'm sure many of you can relate to, you know, some of the critiques of NFTs, you know, like if you talk to your family, friends, or connections, you hear a lot about, you know, people who don't understand how a JPEG can be sold for, you know, $300,000 and these kind of things. But so I think what I've noticed a lot in my time in the space is that NFTs are extremely misunderstood and maybe even underestimated. I'm coming from a background in academia, and also have been working for nonprofits and humanitarian organizations. So in that line of work, I've been looking a lot into the potential of NFTs. And I think Agro made a really good point earlier when he was introducing us, just talking about the potential of this technology, like, you know, in terms of reduction of conflict, reduction of poverty. There's a lot of potentials. But he made also a good point that, you know, play-to-earn games, those were essentially the explosion of 2021 with making NFTs. You kind of come into the forefront of the world stage. And I think what it did effectively was kind of gamify the blockchain And with that, also what I want to highlight is the kind of two things that I think go hand in hand with NFTs and what make this kind of explosion or this kind of bridge between blockchain world and kind of the masses possible. And I think those 2 points are tangibility and community. I think if you think about NFTs, those are for me the first 2 things that come to mind. NFTs make blockchain tangible for people. So whether it's a play-to-earn game or something else, it's always tangible. You have tangible ownership of your assets. You have tangible ownership on the blockchain of different things. And on top of that, there's also a big element of community in the blockchain space. So I can imagine a lot of you came for the curiosity and stayed for the community, because that's what's happened also with my experience. And maybe to move on to the potential of this technology. So when I think about NFTs, I also find it really, really valuable beyond just gaming or just anything else. Like, to give one example, there's this really powerful idea of like the verification of information on the blockchain. So for example, imagine that you're someone who maybe you lost your identity documents as a result of a conflict or maybe a natural disaster or something like that, and you need to leave your home. NFTs are, for example, a technology which can be utilized in that context to actually give people an immutable, verifiable identity, regardless of whether or not you have your passport on you. And that's just one of examples. There's, there are a million different ideas of things you can do with NFTs technology. Of course, there's play-to-earn gaming, there's verification of information, there's also ticketing systems which are being created now, for example, for concerts or even events like Digicon. So there's a million possibilities. And with that, what I see and what I think, whether you're just somebody just enjoying the space, or whether you're a new creator, or whether you're a veteran of the space, it's really important for all of us to see the potential in this bridge between the blockchain world and kind of the greater, wider public. And I think that bridge starts with NFTs, and it starts with those ideas that I mentioned before of tangibility and community. So when you talk to your friends, about JPEG, which costs $300,000, try to change the conversation into one about the tangibility of those assets, and talk to them about the community behind, these valuations. Because obviously, if somebody pays, exorbitant amounts for these kind of things, there is some kind of value behind it, whether you understand it or not. And with that idea of community and tangibility, I'll also kind of bridge into talking about the Snarf Kingdom. So some of you, may be new to the space, so may not have heard of Sir Snarfkin or the Snarf Kingdom project that we've been building. And we've been a bit on hiatus for a few months, but we're coming back now with a bit clearer vision. So we've published a white paper, we've published a clearer vision for what we want to do. And we've built a small team. So with the Snarf Kingdom, basically what we're building is a user-driven fantasy storytelling, which combines blockchain technology with traditional elements of fantasy storytelling. So we're not a play-to-earn game. We're a very community-oriented project. And with that, we're trying to use a user-driven approach to this content creation. So the Snarf Kingdom story is very open-ended at the moment, and it's open to interpretation and influenced by its community. So on top of that, like, anyone can participate in our project. Anyone can participate in the Snarf Kingdom. We want to lower the entry barriers. We want to make it, even whether you're just started in cryptocurrency or blockchain yesterday, or whether you started, in 2014. So anyone can participate. And the goal of the Snarf Kingdom project is to publish an actual book, which can be actually physically redeemable. So with that idea of tangibility, we want all of our NFTs to be functional in some way and also tangible at the end of the product. So whether or not you participate in a small way by just reading and enjoying the content, or you participate in a big way by contributing your own ideas, or introducing yourself to the community, or creating characters or artwork, anyone can take part, big or small. And at the end of the day, everyone will be recognized tangibly in some way at the end of the first storyline. And our team, we start off with this small kind of focused approach because we don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. But we do have ideas as we grow our capacity, you know, for different things down the road as the story and as the community evolves. So this is our initial goal with the book, but we're definitely open and thinking along together with our community about different ways we can add additional value and additional benefits both to the community and also to the tangibility of our NFTs. So in terms of practical notes, we're going to be doing bi-weekly content updates. And within that time frame, users of the community can contribute their own ideas, contribute their own suggestions, and even vote on decisions of content choices. And in between those weeks, we'll also be doing NFT distributions to anyone who's contributing or participating in the community, whether it be, just as I mentioned, by just reading and enjoying, or on big ways by making the newest breakthrough in the storyline. As I mentioned again before, anyone can participate, and it's easy. It's as easy as just a few steps. So just if you're curious on how to start, I would give you the advice of check out our website, check out the white paper, and then if you really want to just jump straight into the community, you just join our PeakDN, our Discord community. Introduce yourself over there. We're a small team. It's still a small community, but we're growing. So I'll be there. We have a few other team members who are always there hanging out. And introduce yourself to the community in a PeakD post. And that will grant you what we call citizenship in the Snarf Kingdom, which is what guarantees you essentially access to those weekly NFT distributions. And if you want to just jump in, just straight to the NFTs, you can also check out our collection page. You can already go ahead and start collecting the season 1 NFTs. And maybe just to add a bit about that, we have seasons are going to be tied to specific chapters within the book. So each chapter will have a specific seasonal NFT collection tied to that. So you can collect all these seasonal NFTs, blend them for each chapter's badge. And we will be giving tangible recognition to people who actually do that as part of our community. Other than that, just to highlight how you can benefit from this project, there's a few ways. Of course, there's the kind of standard. If you participate, you have the chance and you have a likelihood of getting NFTs through either through the NFT distribution or through trading, blending, etc. But on top of that, as we mentioned, we're very community driven. You have a chance of influencing the story in a final product of a tangible object. So you have the option of influencing the story, influencing the way the community goes. And on top of that, there's of course also the cryptocurrency benefits associated with participating in our community, which is based off of the Hive blockchain. So just to close it off, just to recap, always keep in mind the potential of NFTs when you talk to people about them, because we at the Snarf Kingdom community find it really important to not only make the space fun for people who have been here, but also, as we saw, many people are very new. So it's important to make that transition into the blockchain space understandable, but also tangible, and give them a sense of community where they can actually enjoy the experience rather than just dismissing it and thinking, just thinking about JPEGs and Twitter posts and all these sorts of crazy news headlines. And I'm going to stick around in here now for a Q&A. So feel free to ask me any questions you have about the Snarf Kingdom project, anything that wasn't clear. And other than that, I would just say thanks again to all of you for coming, and keep enjoying the space.
Oh, that means so much, and thank you for going in depth, giving us an understanding of your values and how you see, the benefits of not just, participating in your game, but the overall benefits of just being in this space. It's growing rapidly, and I wish I had a magic ball not like a crystal ball where I could forecast anything, but I want to be able to know where everything is. we're finding all these new and interesting projects that are up and coming, and those that have been around for a while, but yet we only have so many hours in the day.
Yeah,
right?
it's a bit of a Pandora's box.
It is 100%. So I guess what I always love to ask, when we get into kind of a QA portion, anyone else feel free to interrupt and add some questions in chat, and we'll pick them up as we see them. But as the first one, this latest acquisition with Microsoft over in Blizz, with Activision Blizzard, we see big movements like that as a signal, the excitement about a metaverse, and they don't really describe what that looks like.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you saw that Microsoft was coming in and wanted to acquire Activision Blizzard?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I haven't followed the news so much, but I think. Sorry, I'm having a bit of an echo here. I don't know if someone's microphone is on.
Oh, sorry, it might be mine. Hold on.
Can you? Okay, yeah, it's gone now. Yeah, I just briefly read into it, but what I think is interesting is you have these very large companies which are kind of consolidating their influence on what they call the metaverse. But at the same time, like you mentioned, Pete, like there's so many new projects growing all the time, and it's just hard to keep up with everything that's going on. And for me, what I think about this is, I think it's important. It's kind of a balancing act between like this idea of mass adoption, but also kind of a decentralization approach. So you have these large companies which are essentially centralizing their influence on what they see as the metaverse. And Agro kind of mentioned that in his introduction. These companies, they're doing that not necessarily for the greater good, but just doing it on behalf of their investors and their stakeholders. So of course, I mean, I don't know enough about the difference between Microsoft and Sony and all that to say too much about like the competition between those brands. But I think we have to be careful that while we can celebrate the influx of influence and capital coming into the space, we also have to be careful to not kind of sacrifice the ideas blockchain is kind of founded around.
I appreciate that answer. And I'm in the same position myself, where it's, you just have to wait and see what decisions are made. I don't know if Microsoft has been strategizing on some kind of NFT or blockchain DeFi DAO. If they want to take that into the metaverse, that's great. But I think it's, for them, it's likely going to be some big AR VR mix reality kind of situation. Just if I were to imagine them going kind of big and imagining, they have budgets that are far exceed any of ours, and so that it really literally is the elephant in the room. That 10,000-pound gorilla, right, in these markets that can just come in and make these big splashes. But getting away from that on more of the kind of the newer folks that might be coming in, did you have maybe some advice that you wish you had received early on that maybe you'd like to share?
Yeah, I think maybe one piece of advice I would give is, I think that's common in the space, but do your research on a project. Just because somebody sends you a link or starts hyping up a project, somebody that you barely know, make sure you do your homework. How long has a project existed? Who's behind it? Have they been in the space for a longer period of time, or is it just something that's popped up out of nowhere? Do a bit of due diligence in that sense. Like, of course, it's important to recognize there are a lot of new up and coming ideas. So it's not to say that all those things are bad, but there's a lot of people who are looking to take advantage of people new to the space. So yeah, for example, make sure you also are aware about digital security. We also have on our website some kind of beginner guides actually for this purpose. We have something, getting into NFT wallets, getting into digital security, understanding a few of the kind of basic principles of blockchain. So if you want to check that out on our website, feel free to do so. Or if you have any other questions, you can ask me.
I do. I'm just a bottomless pit of questions.
Keep going.
Yeah, let's continue to roll, and then Sarah, feel free to interrupt me, and then we can,
for sure.
We can hit the pause if we run
definitely.
out of time. Next up, kind of flash forward into
into the future a bit of what the ultimate dream would be is the Snarf Kingdom. Is it already a DAO? Do you want to head into that world more? What does that look like?
That's a great question. So I actually don't have a tech background. Like I mentioned before, I have a background in nonprofit and humanitarian work, but it was more of a personal hobby. But a few of the people on our team have some development background, so we've been discussing some things like that. But I wouldn't want to promise that we're gonna guarantee a DAO. But I think they're very interesting. But I guess in terms of long-term dream, what we would love to do is, of course, to take this project and turn it into something a bit broader. So it would be great for us. We're thinking about, if depending on the success of this project, to try and establish some kind of blockchain fund, which can be used to support like new content creators, people who are bringing this tangible ideas to the space, and also doing it in a positive way, not just here to make kind of a get rich quick scheme. So I think like in terms of long-term vision, we haven't talked it out too much amongst ourselves, but I think just having the ability to support other people both entering the space and also creating high quality content and projects within the space would be the dream.
Yeah, that's super important because the artwork, the appreciation that goes into designing and creating all of that artwork. I feel like this is a space where, especially as the ownership aspect and the NFT aspect and the collection aspect, I mean, these are ultimately these are with us for life, right? As long as we hold on to them, that's it's interesting to think, generations from now, right? What they will be inheriting, and part of that inheritance is now going to become NFTs. That you would 10 years ago had you envisioned that this would be the world that we live in?
Was that a question?
Yeah, just 10 years ago, had you had you
10 years
envisioned
ago,
that this was going to be the world where we would have future generations inheriting like our parents' NFTs, right? If my grandparents had something to give me, I would have loved to have gotten a whole bunch of NFTs, but it just didn't exist at the time. I'm just really curious how that what that sentiment means to you, looking back and going from
I think
an
it's,
analog world to a digital world now with NFTs.
Yeah, I think that's a great question. And I mean, I'm not even sure if 2 years ago I could have imagined such a world, because I mean, things have moved so rapidly in the blockchain space. But I think if I see I mentioned a few of the, even the non-blockchain gaming use cases for NFTs. And I think if you look at that, if you look at the utilization of NFTs and also just blockchain technology in a lot of different sectors, it's actually a bit shocking that it's not, like a bigger, people are not as educated on it still. So I think we're still probably in a similar phase to kind of how we were, with the .com boom and that sort of thing. So I feel like it's a bit of a new digital revolution with that sense. But I think, it's amazing that there's a new type of asset class which just kind of appeared, over the past few years and has just exploded in popularity. And it will be interesting to see, you have countries like El Salvador, for example, who are, really jumping into the crypto world. And it will be interesting to see how governments and countries and, these influential players in the world start to jump on the blockchain, kind of bandwagon, so to say. And because I mean, there's so many different things you can do with NFTs. So who knows where, 2 years ago, I just started writing about NFTs because I thought they were kind of cool. But, nowadays it's changed already in just 1.5 to 2 years. So who knows where we'll be next year this time around.
Yeah, these are all great answers. Really appreciate you giving us your time.
Yeah, these are great questions as well.
I appreciate it. Yeah, if there were, if there were some places around the world that have surprised you the most in terms of the user base, where would that be?
That's a good question. With NFTs, I'm not sure it's as easy to get a kind of overview of the most hotspot countries. But I would say the most interesting thing that I've seen not just with NFTs, but with blockchain in general, is how it's been influencing developing countries. Like, you see these like scholarship programs, and these are, primarily being taken up by people from Southeast Asia, for example, or the other developing countries where, like, I think, was it Jason who mentioned, or someone mentioned earlier, they gave an example of someone who's a doctor in their country who's earning more from playing Splinterlands than and it's interesting to see in that sense how some kind of trickle effect, like economic activities from developing countries like gaming, for example, are kind of being used in a different context around the world somewhere else, and people are benefiting from that. So
yes.
I mean, that's a case of play to earn games, but there's, for example, you see in some countries people are using stable coins because they're more reliable than their own national currency, for example. So I think that's really interesting.
Great answer. Appreciate the detail.
Yeah.
If there's anyone else, let me move my screen. People.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sarah, go.
So, where are you taking suggestions on what you will write up next for the Snarf Kingdom? Like in terms of tutorials, or like what you think about stuff like, like what we were just asking here, and like just the general questions, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a great question. So we tried to keep it focused because as Pete mentioned, there's a lot of things flying around everywhere. But in terms of like things that we can really keep an eye on right now, it's our PKD community, which is based off the Hive blockchain, and then our Discord community. We may explore a bit in the future of using the website also as a bit of a hub for suggestions. But for the time being, those are the two areas where you should, come and join the discussion and take part and give suggestions, make posts, those sorts of things.
I noticed that there was a form that folks could fill out in order to get a badge.
Yeah, that's true. Feel free to fill it out. We want to make those Digicon NFTs kind of incorporate that as well into our functional NFTs. So we will make, for example, like a Digicon badge, and we may even include something related to that in our book at the end.
Excellent. All of this will still be available even after we wrap up today.
Yeah, feel free
to continue to be open throughout tomorrow as well.
Exactly, and I'll stick around for a few more minutes if people have questions about the project, or for me, or anything like that.
Awesome. I love it. I really appreciate your time. So we've only got a few more minutes left. Sarah, did you want to close it out?
So I guess I think you already sent out a link, but like the best way to contact you or get involved with the Snarf Kingdom, do you want to include that Discord link in the chat and stuff like that?
I think there should be, I don't know if it's visible
it should be
in
on
the
your
booth.
too.
I believe there's a link in the booth, but maybe if somebody could share a link, that would also be great. But I think the link in the booth should work. So let me know if it doesn't.
Yeah,
and if you ever want to try and reach me, I'm not as frequently on Twitter, but I do check there. So feel free to try and reach me on Twitter or Discord, or just go ahead. I mean, you're welcome to post also something in the community if things are unclear, or if you have any questions.
Awesome. And then are you gonna kind of try to pop in tomorrow too for your last day?
Unfortunately, I'm not able to. I have prior commitments, but I may jump in just to see, kind of the final goodbyes and those sorts of things. But
okay,
I can't. I don't want to promise that I'll be hanging out.
No worries. No, I'm just curious. So in case anybody else was kind of maybe they couldn't chime in today, or maybe they saw on the live stream that you could they might be able to talk to you. They can come back over here, or like you said, just reach out to the Snarf Kingdom on their socials, like the website and the Discord.
Exactly. Definitely come check us out on Discord. I'm usually quite responsive on there. I try to be. But yeah, thanks again also to you, Sarah, and you, Pete. Really appreciate all the hard work you guys are doing.
It means a lot. And yes, we do it for you. We do it for everyone that's in here.
Exactly.
This is a whole brave new world that's still very much in the beginning. And if you're here at the early stages, you're in a really good place, because it's just going to continue to grow.
Yeah, welcome.
I think this is like kind of like that new like just the crypto space like growing as a new industry, just like how the esports boom was. You know what I mean? So everybody
That's
that's
true.
here now is like relatively early in how things are developing in this space.
Yeah, and I mean, like we talked about, there's so much potential in this technology. It can go a million different ways, and all it requires is people coming together and building a community, and building things together. And so, if you can, if you have a dream or if you have an idea, just go for it. That's my piece of advice.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
great
send
advice.
some love emotes your way. Thank you
Yeah.
again
Sir
for
Thanks,
like,
everyone.
being here and having this talk. It's been amazing.
Yeah, send him those applause. Please connect with him. And Sarah, where to next? Is this
So
time for
let's
the
head back
sponsor
into
showcase?
yeah, let's head back into like the welcome room. We'll take some time to give some love to our Twitch chat people, run a couple of giveaways, and then we'll kind of explore the space just a little bit before we close out in the last couple like maybe 15 minutes or so before we end the stream.
Excellent. All right, incoming call.
All right. See you, Sir Snarfkin. See ya.
See you.
Hype. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Let me just move back over here where it all started, guys, when we were just spawning into the stream. Where did Pete go? He's somewhere here. Oh my gosh, the marmot with the goose or the duck. Love it. Oh, I see Pete. Alright, let me get into a private chat with Pete. We'll kind of tour the space and we'll end off the stream with some giveaways. Okay. Come on, Pete. Hi, DKaren. Jerry! You know what? You came just in time. Don't worry about it. Okay, maybe let me get out of this chat. Hey, Pete.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, I tried to invite you to a private chat. Hi,
Try it
Kira.
again. Right again. I was in the middle of one.
Oh, you're good. Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
Stay here.
DK and Dolosa, how are you? We are doing awesome. Can't wait to hang out with everybody. Probably in the party room or the new community lounge, which you can see to the left of this photo booth over here. Yeah. So we're just kind of ending off the event, but I want to have some time to do a couple giveaways. Let me just collaborate with via DM for that. 1 second.
I just itch all over. I'm gonna take a bath and some salt and baking soda and a little bit. See if my skin will settle down. It's because all the stuff in my hair, like the weed, whipping around, got a lot of dust.
Alright, Ryan, you got a hot mic over there.
A lot of dust and a lot of pollen.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
You're
No
good,
worries.
you're good.
Come hang out with us. We're glad that you're here. Super.
I had to refresh my browser.
No worries. Alright, I'm gonna run the first giveaway. It will be so I made a bot angry and I forgot how to connect to him. So we're gonna do our giveaway a little bit archaically than what you guys are familiar with. So I guess just type into the chat a number between 1 and 100. And if you get the number right, I will DM you and you will be eligible for one of the NFTs from Splinterlands that you can see in your Hive collection on splintertalk.io.
Keep those numbers coming.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Just keep them coming.
Okay, oh lord. He put 4,375. I said 1 through 100. Chaos Geek. We're not trying to summon the double here. Okay, somebody said it already. I am going to DM them. And then I'll keep track of this after the event so that after the live stream, I thought somebody else put the number already too, another person. So let me send you guys a DM. I will, let's see, I'll wait for at least 3 people to get that number and then I will close it off and then we will be doing a couple other giveaways and like maybe some challenges, stuff like that. I'm scrolling through, let me see. I have captured a duck. Nice. I don't know how to say it. Saven? Nice. 246. Nope. And the answer is not the answer to the universe, not 42. And then Pete sent you a DM on Discord.
Gotcha.
And then let me write these people's names down so I can DM. I'm gonna DM people on Twitch. I'm gonna DM you on Twitch, and then people who got it correct in Digicon right now in the chat, I will DM it to you via email. I have your infos from your profiles at least, so I'll send that there. Let's see, so far, let me see, 1, 2, and let's see. Yeah, only 2 people have guessed the answer. I'm gonna wait like 1 more minute and then close it off. And can we know the names of the winners, please? Yes, I will. I'll put it on the stream also. And the hint also, I guess last couple second hint is something I posted on Twitter that it was like a number I was kind of obsessed with.
Kind of?
Yeah, just a little. Alright, I'm gonna close it up. Oh my gosh, oh lord, we're super close. Alright, I'm gonna end it. 3, 2, 1. Alright. I posted in the chat. The answer was 22. Oh my gosh, you literally, you know what, KS? I'll give it to you. Aw. Don't worry, I got you. Yay. Thank you so much. And then also thank you for being with us. You've been with us, how long have we been on the stream for? Like 3+ hours? Let's see, almost 3 hours. So like Chaos, you're a homie. You've been here since the beginning. Alright, awesome. Alright, so I'm going to pick, let's see. So giving out 3 for you guys. 22 is the most disappointing number. Oh yeah, I know, Kira. True. Ryan, you're so late. I just saw that. Alright. You're still guessing, I know. I saw that. Oh, nice. Dragon, you're with Chaos. You're like hitting up on the dance floor. We'll probably hit up the dance floor at the end too. Let's see. And then Pete, in the meantime, if you want to come up with like a little like mini game so that we can just like dish out a couple of prizes, let's do that. Nice. Yeah, you guys got moves. Alright, Okay, and then I'm going to, in addition to those 3, we can give, let me just update the winners here. Okay, 3 winners there. Maybe I'll spin a wheel manually.
We could. Okay, I've got a game that we could play. It's going to be trivia, and the first
Okay.
person who puts the correct answer in chat can win one of the prizes.
Alright, awesome. And then I'm also gonna give out 4 bonus prizes to people who have interacted with us during this event. So, anyway, I'm gonna rewatch the stream. I'm gonna watch and see who's been around, and I'll dish out some extra NFT prizes and contact you guys after the event.
Excellent.
Go for it, Pete.
Okay, so this is more just kind of general Bitcoin questions, just because Bitcoin has a long history, and it all kind of started with the Satoshi white papers, right? And everything else just kind of spawned as a result of that, and here's where we're at now with all these unique altcoins and multi-layer tokens, and it's really exciting to see where it goes. So just wanted to give like full understanding of where these questions are coming from and why. So this first one is going back on the 22nd of May, 2010. A gentleman by the name of Laszlo Hanyeks made the first real-world transaction using Bitcoin. Purchased what? Oh, Ryan, pizza.
Oh my gosh, Ryan! Nice.
And bonus, if anyone can come up with how much he spent on that pizza.
Who got it right?
Nope.
No.
Oh, Galax got it.
10 Bitcoin?
Nope. You got it. You need some more zeros in there. I'll say that Aerocasa is really close. Kira's got it with 10,000.
Kira,
10,000.
yay! You know what? Len on Twitch also got it.
10,000 Bitcoin. And he bought a pizza. You know how upset that man probably is. But hey, it's early on, right? Who would have thought you'd be able to buy anything with it back in 2010?
Nice. You know, Lucky Toast also wrote on Twitch, it was a lot. I agree, that's pretty correct. Alright, let me put that on here. Make that note. And Kira, right? So,
Kira
on there. And then Kira, next one. And let's see. Let's try. I'm gonna try to do a. Let's see. I want to try to do a wheel, but it's gonna be a tiny bit manual. Let me try to get this window up. But in the meantime, wanted to also talk about our NFT auction house. We and thank you for those who kind of brought it up to my attention about the bidder form. So the bidder form is where you kind of put your username and like how you're gonna enter your name in the form, and then it also asks for like what your wallet addresses are so that we can connect with you after you win a bid. Our NFT auction house is pretty packed with a bunch of really cool stuff. It's a silent auction style, and you just have to enter in your bidding amount for whichever item you want to win the bid on. So lots of super cool stuff there, especially like with Mammoth Mythics. We have NFT Art Museum. We of course also have a couple NFTs from Splinterlands there. And then we have 2 from Clayboyne's private collection, so some exclusive stuff off of, I believe that's at NFT Showroom. So there's that. Let me prepare the scene for this. I think I should be able to get this wheel on here. Oh, I can share this with you guys. The amazing. Alright. So, if you guys want to participate, give me your anything. Give me an emoji in chat. Okay, and I will try to pick all your names. Okay. Let me write it out first. And I'll keep track of Twitch also, so send me any emoji on chat. I'm writing down everybody that's in Gamer Drive right now inside the Digicon space. Thank you for all of the love. Thank you for all of the waves. Thank you for people who gave me water and coffee in the space. I was like, that was the most wholesome thing I experienced here so far.
That's quite sweet.
Yeah. Okay, and I am writing everybody's names down. Oh, what else? Alright, I'm gonna close it up in 1 more minute, guys. Oh, I love the chat, guys. I love it. I got almost everybody in here, and you guys can fact check me in a second when I start entering your names on here. So it'll be, and I'm sending this to you too, Pete, in our chat. So the names I just gave you is from Gamer Drive. Alright, let me add these one here.
Flying, lightning fast. Guys, just give Sarah some love. She has been putting so much time and energy night and day to get ready for all of this. As soon as the last Digicon ended, right? She's already thinking of the next one and getting ready for that. She does not take breaks, and we literally have to tell her to stop in order to get her to take just a pause for a minute. So yeah, give her some love. Yeah, very much. No, we all appreciate your hard work and effort that you put into this. Digicon, has become what it is. Due in part for everybody, but your contributions really help give everyone a place that they can call home for the Splinterlands community. We all love play to earn. We all love DeFi. We want to see it continue to grow, and it's events like this that are giving us a real good sense that the community is going in the right direction and that people can meet, make new friends, make new relationships, get in and challenge other users if you can in your matches of Splinterlands. This is the place to do it. So if you're just getting started and you haven't gotten your spell book yet, you have a chance to win one of those today. You also have a chance at get those pro tips, right? You meet with some of the other players, find out what they're doing, who they're learning from. There's players out there who've been live streaming and showcasing their Splinterlands plays. Go over their collection and show where they're making some trades in order to acquire the the decks that they want in order to play and rank. Because you got to climb the ladder. You got to earn those dark energy crystals. Once you get into Bronze 2, you start earning dark energy crystals for every win that you receive in Splinterlands. So, it doesn't take long. There are diminishing returns on the dark energy crystals per day, but that does reset. So you come back, you rank up, you come back the next day and play again, and you've got a whole refreshed collection of available dark energy crystals that you can get for your wins. Sarah recently won a delegation. Did you want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, it was from Zen Sports, guys. One of Splinterlands partners, Zen Sports. They host like tournaments for us, and they had a giveaway and a delegation prize going on Twitter, and so I was like, all right, I'll just you never know, right? So I went ahead, I put my name in there, and lo and behold, I like checked like 8 hours later that I won. And I almost thought I won a Vice Kitty Gold Foil. You know, not gonna lie, I was gonna brag about it like a ton. But I did get it delegated to me. I can use it as much as I want for, I think, only a week. So I get to be kind of on my high horse for a week, even though I have like, what, only 10,000 power in the game right now, so far. So yeah, so I got that. And then I also got a Chaos Legion pack, so that was cool. I love opening packs, and I love the animation that our team created with Spinnerlands on that, so it's super cool. And
Yeah,
also, if you're looking
congratulations.
at the stream right
That's
now, I'm
huge.
entering your names.
That delegation is worth an $8,000 card that she gets to use to just stomp people for the next, I don't know, how long's the delegation for?
It's for like a week, I think. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a week of some gameplay. So hopefully, hopefully you get some good use out of that.
All right, I'm going to.
I may have some guild. So I do have a guild in Spinnerlands. If anyone's looking to get into a guild, I can open up some slots for those who want to be part of that. Sarah's actually in it as well. There's so many of them that are out there, but you know, there's new guilds can only allow for 15 players. It costs about 10,000 dark energy crystals just to create one. So I went ahead and made one. So if you want to connect with me, you can find my account, connect with me on Twitter, shoot me a DM.
Oh my gosh, congrats, Ariane. Got a gold lira? What the heck? Alright.
Oh, whoa.
Alright, awesome. I'm gonna run this right now. Let me just make sure. And then I will contact you guys after. So I'm writing down all of this on a notepad, like OG style, and let's just do it. I'm gonna click to spin now. The winner is Angelito Frijoles. Nice. Okay, let me write this down. Copy this, copy that. Alright, cool. Alright, and I'll do one more and then end the stream with talking a little bit about everybody. And I'll leave it up to you guys to explore the rest of the space. Alright, last giveaway of the day, last winner. Ready? Let's go. Len PH. Nice. Oh my gosh, you won. Awesome. So I'll put that on here. So yes, congratulations. So you guys will be getting you guys will be getting a NFT on Spinner Talk. Alright, awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna take a quick second to pop back into the space, talk really quickly, because I want to get to I'm actually gonna pop over to another live stream that is happening with Mammoth Mythics. So yeah. Alright.
Are we parting ways, Sarah?
I know.
Thank you.
Everybody wants me to get on their stream. Hey,
Yes,
Tati.
go do that. So glad that I could be here with you today. I love you all. You guys are great. Sarah, you have fun in the next live stream.
Awesome. I'll probably see if I can raid their live stream from here.
Yes.
So yeah, and then just to recap, guys, thank you so much for attending Digicon 7. It's been amazing. Love seeing all the old and new people come in. Be sure to check out our rooms. We have the Atomic Hub room, and then we've got the Spinnerlands. Check out each of these halls. Lots of great information here. And check out the NFT auction. Do the scavenger hunt. There's tons of things to do. If you don't know what to do, go to digicon.com and you'll be able to find all the information you need. And if anything, there is a way you can find me. You can do sarah@spinnerlands.com, or you can find Waffles Kitty on Twitch, or you can find it on Discord. So there's always a way to reach out to me. And thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Skeet. Thank you. You had an amazing time. Loved it. Awesome. Alright, tuning out, guys. Thank you again. Thank you so much, Pete, for being my partner in crime here.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You
Anytime.
asked really great questions. Literally, you are an endless abyss of like so much like, you know, you contribute so much to the like from the Gamer Drive team's perspective, and just for us here at Digicon to support the Splinterlands teams. And yeah, it's just been great. Yes,
Yay!
thank you.
Glad I could do it. So glad to be here. Appreciate it. All right, take care,
Yay.
everyone. Cheers.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Ending the stream now. Peace until next time. Next Digicon is probably sometime in March. We'll give the date sometime soon. Awesome, awesome.